It's the Love of the Game podcast. We're in the building. We live. What's good, everybody? How you doing? It's Thursday night, and I don't have to remind you that we are better than football. I believe y'all already understand. Y'all already know that. Y'all already know what the deal is. You know what's happening. It's a vibe. I see y'all coming in. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all see who's here. Y'all see who's in here. Don't act like you don't know. We got Middle Georgia up in here. Don't act like you don't know.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, man, you know what I mean? We understand who runs the region, dog. So when we bring on guests, dog, we bring on the guests that run their region, dog. You know what I mean? if you can't win your region, dog, you might not be able to be on this show, dog. We bringing people who dominate. You know what I mean? On our podcast. That's the type of platform that we are. That's what we do.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, we on Lockhead.
Well, he tripping. He just texted 10 minutes ago.
Lock bugging.
He tripping.
Juke, what up, boy?
What up, Juke?
Oh hey, man. Oh man, we already getting comments. Oh
yes,
man.
Sir. Yes, sir. Markel was in the house.
Joyful on ESPN right now as we speak. Yes.
Yeah, ain't no football, dog. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go. Who that? No, it's not Ross, It's not Ross, big dog. We got the other boss. We got the other boss. Yes, sir. Middle Georgia representing.
Yes, sir. In the building.
Shout it out.
That's right.
Hey, Joyful Hawkins should have stayed in GA. Yes, we know that. We know that. He might have should have just went to the guy that we got on the show right now. Would have took care of him, got him where he's supposed to be.
Hey man, you said that, I didn't.
Might be another show. Hey, you got to look at the schedule, Mark. George coming on at 9, dog. But we bring champions right now. We got a state champion on the show right now. You gotta be respectful, Mark. Mind your manners. He got the same amount of rings as you do.
What's up, Mark? I follow you. I follow you on Twitter, man. I see you out there. You're a fool with it too, man. I kind of like what you got going on too. So keep it just like that, man. I like that.
Mark, he got the same amount of rings as you do, dog. But he was in the head chair when he got his.
Oh man! Shots fired.
Hey man, we got Warner Robins, head coach.
Yes, sir.
Coach Jamal Garman on the show. Coach, how's everything going, B-Dog?
Going well right now, man. Just, tuning this thing up for the season, man. Hoping and praying that we can have a season with all this craziness that's going on. So, just, getting ready, man. Staying prepared.
No doubt. There you go, Bigdawg.
Good. Yeah. Good, Coach.
What's up, You up now, man? You up?
Man, not a doubt.
Man. But I just text 5 minutes ago. How you go to sleep that fast, bro?
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm a working man, dog. Man, I've been trying to stay up and watch this Oak Hill game.
No,
Mikey Williams must be putting you to sleep.
Nah, I ain't gonna take it that far.
Hey, Coach, we happy to have you in the building, man. Appreciate you being able to come on. You know what I'm saying? Gotta respect the record, man. Like I said, we talk a lot of noise, man. But what? You regions champs the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, what, 9?
No.
Hey,
that was seven times.
Is it 7? Shit. Yeah. Well, that once I start counting that shit all run together, man, it look like real close together, Coach. I don't even know. Like, don't they change the region up every 3 or 4 years, man?
Like every 3 or 4 years, yeah. So we went to a new region this year right here. So we got our hands full this year.
I guess it didn't matter the last time they switched up y'all region. Y'all still won that moment, right?
Yeah. That's always the goal, man. That's always the goal. I play these games, these region games to win the region. So these kids don't want to let us down. They don't want to let themselves down because they know they got to graduate and they don't want to be that. They don't want to be that guy that my senior class let us down. So because we will remind them. We will remind them. We definitely will.
Hey man, high major program ain't no question marks, dog. Ain't no doubts about it. How major.
That's a rhetorical question.
High major. Let me take care of some business. I keep being a bad host. Y'all have been through 60 plus episodes of me being a horrible host. Everybody watching, everybody listening, do me a favor. Go to Love of the Game podcast on YouTube and please hit subscribe. Like a couple of the podcasts, hit subscribe. Join the movement. Be a part of the Love of the Game network. Go to our Twitter page at Love the Game Pod and give us a follow, man. Check in on us, understand where we at. You can go to Facebook and you can also watch this. I know Middle Georgia, y'all enjoy Facebook. I'm not mad at it. I have an account, Love of the Game Podcast. You can watch us live on Facebook at the Love of the Game Podcast on Facebook. You can watch the show.
Somebody in Middle Georgia, go share that right now on Facebook for these guys, man. Let's get
man. Share that thing out, man.
Let's make sure we spread this love right here.
Let's get this thing jumping. But that's how you can follow us. Stay in line with the movement. And when I say movement, the Love of the Game network is growing every day. We got special announcements coming. We got a special announcement coming this weekend specifically for Middle Georgia. So get in with us, rock with us, link up with us, join the movement, man. We building something special. We talking about one state. It's one Georgia. It ain't Middle Georgia versus Atlanta, Middle Georgia versus South Georgia. We one Georgia. We building bridges, Bigdawg. That's what we do. We build bridges. We don't tear down. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what this about. Said, Locke, you look like you've been sleeping. Stay on your head, Locke.
Uncle Drew, man, don't be calling me out like that, man.
Stay on your head.
This ain't about me, man. We got a coach on the show tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, make sure y'all show our boy Coach Juke some love too, man. Go out, check out Coach Juke. Get in touch with Juke, man. Send them underrated gems. Holler at your boy Juke.
Yep.
Where I'm from Detroit. Where is Middle Georgia actually? Hey, let's start there. That's Middle Georgia. But you know what? Let's define what Middle Georgia is, because I'm not from here either. Understood. So it took me a second, you know what I'm saying? Locke, Kawasi kind of put me on game as to where the divider is between like South Atlanta versus what is Middle Georgia versus what is South Georgia. Like, what's the dividing lines? Not Greene County. See?
Yeah, hey.
What's the dividing lines? Locke, Coach, y'all weigh in for us, man.
Thank you, Coach.
Everything with the area code 478, Middle Georgia. that's about where I can put that at, man.
I love it.
There's so many country roads and back roads that you got to go through to get to these places, and you don't know if it's Middle Georgia, South Georgia, West Georgia, East Georgia. Just know when you got that 478 area code, man, that's where you at in Middle Georgia.
478.
Yes,
so that's Fort Valley. That's Macon.
Yep.
Warner Robins.
Yep.
What else we got, Coach?
Montezuma.
Yeah.
Dooley County. Just all that in that area.
Lawrenceville.
Yeah.
All that Middle Georgia.
Middle Georgia, man. Middle Georgia. Hey. Barnesville might be right on the cusp of being North Georgia or Atlanta or wherever. Outside of Middle Georgia.
Hey, B. Will Huff said you don't know where Middle Georgia is either.
No, that's why he's so bad.
Tonight is my night to be educated. So I'm listening because
it's all good, dog. It's all good, man.
I love, hey man, when we finish building these bridges, man, everybody gonna know exactly how to get to Middle Georgia, man, and what's popping in Middle Georgia. We finished building these bridges, big dog. Coach, you came into Warner Robins.
Mm-hmm.
When I start asking, right, I'll start back when I found out.
Right.
I start asking, and y'all had a powerhouse team. Mm-hmm. This is around, I think I start trying to figure out, you know, what was going on, like 2015, 14.
That's about right. That's about right.
Something like that. That's about when I start trying to figure out like what was going on. And so I was just like, hey man, well, what's the good teams? Because I had never been past Stockbridge. That's as far as I went.
You ain't the only one. There's a bunch of people like that. You ain't the only one, so you straight, you good.
And so I start asking, and people, I just said, well, tell me some of the programs that's always good. And people, Warner Robins.
Right.
Warner Robins, always good. Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
How do you get to that point where people start to consider Warner Robins as always good? Where does it start at though?
Oh man, it starts with just building your program, man, getting those kids and those parents to really buy into what you got, buy into your vision, buy into your dream, understand what kind of vision that you have going on for what you would like for your team to be like. But man, it was a rough road at the beginning, but I ain't gonna tell you no story, man. It was rough. Man, in the first 3 years, man, we was first 3 years, we went like 11, 13 or something like that, or 13 and 15. It was something. We had losing records the first 3 years, and all you could hear from everybody in the stands, my inbox was blowing up. Man, you got too many coaches, man. You over there, you can't even talk because your other coach is talking. And what you doing with your towel, man? Why you need to just put your towel down? You don't need to hold your towel in your hand because that look like you trying to throw your towel at. So it was, man, it was all over the place, man. And people getting mad at me because they think I'm trying to compete with what football has going on in our Middle Georgia area. And little did they know, I was a football player myself. I signed a football scholarship. So I understand that football in this area is the biggest thing that you can possibly think of. So I was never trying to compete with what they had going on with football. And we learned that basically we had to make our own lane. Make your own lane. If you want to be respected across the state of Georgia, anything, you got to make your own lane, man. You can't just ride somebody else's coattail because sooner or later they may or may not fall off. Then what you gonna do? Because you've been riding behind somebody else all this time. So now it's your turn to shine, and you ain't got yourself prepared to do it. And you might as well just go find you something else to do. But man, like I say, those first 3 years was pretty tough. And then 2014, we were able to have a real good group. We broke out and made it to the state championship game in 2014. And that was year 4 for us. Got our butt tore out the frame too, boy. I ain't gonna never forget that butt whooping right there. I'll never forget it because it taught me a lesson that, when you get to these certain points, man, you got to be a certain type of coach. You can't just be no rinky-dink behind coach and thinking that, oh, yeah, we done made it to the state championship. We here now. Man, you crazy. I'm going against Sharman White, man, one of the legends of the state of Georgia, the legends in the nation, man. I don't care. In the nation. You know what I'm saying? I'm going against this guy and I'm in awe because I'm watching him trying to learn some stuff. This during the game. I'm trying to learn some stuff from him during the game. And I ain't even coaching my own darn team because I'm in awe. We come out for, it's our second time for school history in the state championship game. So we wore black that night. So all throughout the whole city of Warner Robins, word spread around that, hey, we go next Central Place tonight, wear black. Hey, we're going to support Warner Robins. So I got people from my side. That's the rival school. They ain't putting that no demons on it. They was in there wearing Warner Robins demon stuff because they were supporting us. And to see all that coming, you come out during tunnel, you look up, you see the whole Central Place dressed out in black. It's like, hey, man, what's it like? And it's just a very good process. I loved it, man. I wouldn't change nothing about this whole process that we done been through. But the first 3 years, though, boy, I was sleepless night, man. Coming home, I guess I was too worried about what people were saying. And once I got at that point of wondering about, what people thinking about me, man, damn me, man. It ain't about me, man. It's about these kids, about this program. This program on the map, your city's gonna be on the map, the city on the map, and everybody else is gonna come join in too. So I think it's safe to say that we're reaching our goals right now, and the visions that we had earlier is starting to come out right now.
Man, when you talk about that that process of figuring out that you needed to become a better coach,
right?
Like, how did you go about that? It's a lot of coaches. I appreciate you for being honest. because it's a lot of coaches that wouldn't have been honest about that. What was that like? Like, yo, damn, I got to get better. How did you go about grinding it out and making sure that the next time you found yourself in that situation that you were going to be better prepared for it?
Man, I ask questions. I don't care about asking questions. But as soon as I ask questions and I walk off, you can talk bad about me, you can dog me out all you want to. Man, that coach, that dumb, man, he don't know nothing. Yeah, I didn't know anything before I asked you. And then I asked you and you told me what the deal was. You know, I just asked about the questions. I sought advice from, people that, have done this job before. It's just quality of pride, man. You got to have zero pride in this game. Your egos can't be in the way. Because if you got all this stuff in the way, man, you ain't going to be good at all, man. You won't be. So just ask a bunch of questions and don't be ashamed to ask.
No doubt. When did you know? Like, because you had a break between, that first state title appearance and then actually going back,
Right.
to the state championship and winning that thing. You had a break in between there, and you were still successful. You were still winning the region. You're still doing well, but you hadn't won it yet. Right. Did you feel like immediately that things were getting better? When did you know for sure, like, okay, I'm figuring it out now?
Man, after we got our butt kicked by 27 points in the state championship game, that very night, I still got that picture of me and my team. We got to hold the trophy at the end of the game, and we up there holding the second place trophy, and nobody in the picture is smiling. That's when I knew that we on our way. We on the right path. We on the right track with this thing, and that was good for us. That was good. That 2014, after we lost that state championship game, I knew from then on out, we're going to be prepared. We're going to be ready to go.
It's been something watching you guys through all of these moments. So like I said, I look and I see, runner up in state championship. Then it's like, okay, Final Four, Sweet 16, Elite 8. Then you back to the finals. How was it, at the school? Again, you talking about Georgia being a football state, you being at a football school. Did the school buy in right away as far as the fans, or did they buy in once the state championship arrived, or was it somewhere in the middle of that process? Like, when did they?
Nah, man, that year we actually went to that 2014, we played Millville the first time. People bought in that year right there. They saw that we were actually a pretty good team. And they saw that we worked. They saw that they saw our progress throughout those first 3 years. They saw that it wasn't where it needed to be. The year 4, we got the group that we wanted. We groomed those guys, and then everybody bought in from 2014, 2013, 2014, all the way to now. And it's a beautiful thing, man. Dude.
Oh yeah.
So you mentioned that you guys had to come or you had to play Sharman White. My question is, what is the difference between Middle Georgia basketball and basketball inside 285?
Y'all got more cameras up. Well, there's more cameras up there inside 285. Yeah, more cameras up there, man. That's what it is, man. Them guys, them people can get off planes, coaches and stuff, ride the plane, go straight into a gym. Well, for us, the country boys down here, they got to get off the plane, get in the rental car, ride about an hour and 30 minutes, then come out to the gym. May or may not be packed, and you got to come in and see some good guys. You're gonna see some good basketball, man. So the difference, I would say, is just the availability that those guys have up there, the accessibility to different gyms. Like right now, we're just starting to get these gyms in our area, and once we add more and more gyms to our area, those guys gonna get on the planes. They're gonna go get them rental cars, and they coming down here to see what we got, because we have all the same stuff too that they have up in the metro area. It's just not a whole lot of them. You know what I'm saying? You got my bigs down here maybe 6'5", 6'6". Up in there, But inside of 25, you might have 7 foot or something, 6'11", 6'10". So, it's just a different brand of basketball down this way. It's still basketball, though. It's just played a different way.
Yeah. So, Coach, talk about how y'all able to keep the talent down there, because you know a lot of kids always want to come up to Atlanta and transfer because, like you said, it's the cameras, the media is more coverage.
Right.
Just talk about how y'all able to keep the kids and keep like different ANU programs. Because one thing I always loved about Middle Georgia, y'all the only area outside of Atlanta that really sticks together. Because I remember one year when you had Team Georgia Magic, you had the Warner Robinson All-Star with Nelson Phillips, Cam Holden, and what's my other guy name?
Jacoby Owens.
I remember one year all of them played with Team Georgia Magic.
Yep.
You normally don't see that from different areas where you get the top kids in one area on one team, and they come up to Atlanta and dominate. So let's talk about how y'all able to keep those guys in y'all area and just get them to the next level.
Well, basically, man, we tell them and we show them. You know what I'm saying? These same guys that y'all are playing against, yes, they're signed scholarships, but if y'all stick together, you make your own brand, you make your own name, you make your own lane, y'all gonna end up doing the same exact things that those kids are up there doing. So just make sure our guys know and believe what we tell them. We try our best to tell them the truth about every single thing that we go through. So it's just the fact that you might go to Atlanta, you'll go be on whatever the big teams up there, the Celtics or whoever they are. Yeah, you're gonna be on that team. Yep, you're gonna get all those shoes, you're gonna get the bags, you're gonna get all that nice stuff, but you ain't gonna play with about 6 or 7 minutes a game because you're gonna build it and they don't believe in you. So stay down here. Stay down here. We got 6'5" wings down here. We got 6'6" wings down here. We got 6'1", 6'5" guards down here that can play too. And they're gonna come up there and they're gonna play with the edge because they've already been told that you ain't good enough to play in Atlanta. You ain't good enough to play on those teams. So stay a little country stuff on down there in your little area. So that's what we did. We took advantage of that. Put all our guys together on one team one year and went up there and just tore through the circle. And came back and those guys ended up signing scholarships. And those younger kids were able to see that. And now we told them that, hey, man, you ain't got to go to Atlanta to get on a team up there to get a scholarship. That's what you're doing it for anyway. We would hope that's what you're doing it for. But a lot of times, too, find out behind the scenes that the parents, they want bags. They the ones who want the darn different pair of shoes. You might see a dad all on Instagram with his son's damn uniform on. So you're right. And we just really told them kids, man, look, man, stop driving way up that road and go sit on the bench. When you get started down here on our team, you can get some looks. No, we ain't saying everybody gonna go to Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky, but it is some colleges out there that'll pay for you to go play basketball, and you can earn that degree. So those kids start buying in, and they start going to Atlanta. So here we go.
So, Coach, I want to talk about this last state championship. So I seen y'all when y'all lost at Buford in the Elite Eight that year.
Got embarrassed.
Yeah, and you know the first person I called was Champ Dawson.
Yeah.
And Rico. And I said, what the hell?
Yeah. I did too.
And guess what Champ told me? Champ said, I got you next year, Lock.
Yeah.
That's what he told me. And I be damned. Y'all came and won with Jacoby, Nelson, Champ. You had Keyshawn Hauser.
Yeah.
And just talk about that run y'all made in the state championship.
Keyshawn was a sophomore team, man. So getting Keyshawn to be a part of the group, to see how it is, see how hard you have to work to do that. Man, that's what the program is about. My program, please. Man, I'm looking at the delay or something, man. I'm good. Y'all hear me?
Did we lose you there a little bit, Coach?
Did y'all?
Okay, yeah, we had lost. Yes, yeah.
All right, man.
That team with that Locke just brought up with Champ and Jacoby and Nelson was really the year that I really start watching you guys frequently, not just knowing who you were. I got introduced to you a couple years prior to that, but it wasn't just knowing who you were at that point. Now it's like, hey, when they got a game, when they coming up this way, or when they within range, I gotta go see it. And my guy Nelson Phillips was the guy that to me got a lot of the pub, they got a lot of the offers or whatnot. And great player in his own right. But my favorite player on that team was Jacoby Owens, man. Like, that's who my eye automatically gravitated to every game, man. Tell us about what it was like coaching Jacoby.
Oh, man, coaching that cat there, man, was, I had him as a sixth grader in my class. I teach sixth grade middle school. So having him from sixth grade year all the way up to the senior year and just watching him mature and grow and become one of the better basketball players that ever come through this city was real big, and outstanding leader. That team right there was full of leaders anyway. It's about 4 or 5 guys on there that were leaders anyway. But he was one of the main guys that really kind of pushed. It was like the keys to the engine, so to speak. He did a lot for us. Did a lot of scoring, ball handling, defending other guards, and that was a great thing for us, man. But the glue guy on the team was Jaden Norman, man. A lot of people skip over my guy Jaden Norman. That was the glue guy. He's the one that kept all of them together. He took all the charges. He defended big 6'7", 6'8" guys. He's just 6'3". He's defending those guys and defending them with all the heart that he has. That team right there, man, was one of a kind. We'd always tell them every single day, let's be legends. Let's be legends, man. We don't just want to be no average Joe. Yeah, we played at one Robin. No, man. We trying to be legends, man. I'm trying to lead this thing and be, when we leave, we want our name to be ringing throughout these routes. Every time this gym opens up, we want our names to be ringing in here. So that group right there was a great group for us.
Coach, when the final buzzer sounds and y'all are state champions, and especially the way that it happened, what's going through your head in that moment? Oh,
it's fake. I know it's fake. Where these boys at? I know we get punked here, man. I thought it didn't seem real. Around high school, we're not supposed to win state championships in basketball. They're supposed to win state championships in football. So for us to pull it out, and then against Miller Grove, the team that tore out the first time, come on, man, that was something big for our city. That was big for morale as far as basketball in the whole Middle Georgia area. People understood that, hey, man, we put the work in too. We could possibly be just like the Warren Rock High School over there. So doing that buzzer sounded, man, and finally get back to the locker room, having a trim in my hand, taking pictures with it, and getting doused with water bottles and water cooler and everything. Man, I couldn't do but cry, man, because it was a hard process. Like I said, just remembering those days being 11 and 13, 11 and 15, and people saying, "Oh man, this ain't for you. You play football anyway. You ain't no basketball guy anyway." Not knowing that, my dad ran the rec center around here, and I've been in the rec center from 3-4 years old playing basketball. So basketball was my first love, but football paid for my way to be able to, come and be a coach. So it was a blessing to be able to be that state champion.
So coach? Let's talk about how a lot of times I know you probably heard this a lot when they're talking about your schedule, and then you don't schedule a strong schedule because you're not scheduled against a lot of Atlanta teams. But I'm looking at your schedule from that championship season. You beat a lot of good teams that people don't know about. You beat Grayson. You beat Westside.
We beat Grayson with 7 players, bro. We beat Grayson with 7 players. I ain't have no football play. I ain't have no bigs or nothing. And we beat them with 7 players, man. And we still didn't get no credit for none of that stuff. I ain't really care. But I knew what we did. Everybody on the team knew what we did. because Grayson was one of those teams that year that was supposed to win the state championship that year too. I don't know if they did or not, but I wasn't paying attention to them. That night was, focused on beating Grayson that night. So it was that season right there, man. Every season I try to schedule tough games. Every season. I mean, I can't help it. The schedules don't match up. But one thing about Warner Robins, you will never say they ran from anybody. I don't care who it is. You'll never say that about Warner Robins. Never, ever, ever, ever. Now you can say that about some other schools that they don't want to come They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. So, it is what it is. They mad at them. But, finish the whole sentence out. Don't say, hey, Warner Robins schedule, blah, blah, blah. Say, well, we don't want to go down there to play Warner Robins, or we don't want to play head-to-head with Warner Robins. So it's whatever, man.
Hey, you free to call them out by name on our show, Coach. You call them out now.
Hey, let it loose, Coach. I know a couple guys you want to shot at.
I ain't, man. I don't play everybody else call the schedule games. We play in schedule games. Now, there's other people that try to get me to play against some other teams, and it don't work out. But, hey, man, it is what it is. If I got open space, we can play. That's why I like going to this year. We're going to try to go to Marietta's Christmas tournament, because when Coach Hood was at Alatoona, we was always go to Alatoona all the time. We would go there and play. Matter of fact, that year we won the state championship. We went to play at Alatoona that year, and we lost the lead in the championship game of that Christmas tournament. And then they ended up going to win the state championship, and we won the state championship the same year. And that's two Georgia teams up in Atlanta
tournament. That's crazy.
Supposed to be scared to go to Atlanta. And
that's crazy.
We did go to the Big South too and play that through. We got a butt kicked by Gainesville. Gainesville was loaded that year, but they kicked our butt. But I don't care, man. I'm prepared for the state playoffs. The state playoffs.
Coach, I was in the room in that conversation when for the Lemon Street Classic, we were talking about scheduling, and oh man, we gotta start out with some big name teams, and we gotta start out with some guys that'll play anybody. And you were one of the first names that got mentioned. Let's call Warner Robins. They always come and they'll play anybody. We could put them against the toughest of teams, and they're gonna play. Because Coach, I'm sure you notice it's not everybody wants to be in that top bracket. We going straight bracket play at Lemon Street, and not everybody wanted that high major bracket, Coach. But we knew we could call you, and you wanted to be in that high major bracket right off.
I wanted to be in that high major bracket, man. I'm telling you, I wanted to be in that. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that kind of made me mad, and we really wanted to keep going back to Atlanta anyway. That year we played Grayson up there at the Holiday Hoops Giving thing. I'm like, Grayson. I'm like, damn, we're playing Grayson, but we got to be on the big floor. We got to be. And they got us in the back. I'm like, what the hell? All right, cool. Y'all really don't respect what we do down here. So, all right, we'll go in the back gym, back here in this little auxiliary gym, and we'll play Grayson, and we'll try to give our best effort. And we did, and we won. So, we ain't got no more invite back to the Holiday Hoop Giving. I'll say that. I guess we messed up their little thing. Everybody's old dirty feet country boys up there anyway, man.
Hey, better get them in there. I remember, it was some dogs back there in that back gym too. I think Meadow Creek was in the back gym that year.
Meadow Creek was back there. They played before us. I forgot who they played. They played another good before us. I think Meadow Creek ended up winning the state championship that year.
Yeah, they did.
They did. Yeah. So yeah, man, like I say, we're not afraid of anybody. It's just a game of basketball. There's some things that we can learn from that game of basketball, whether we win, lose, or whatever. There's still gonna be stuff that we're gonna learn from that stuff. I mean, it ain't like it's a state playoffs, man. That's why I tell my guys all the time, it's not state playoffs, man. So go up here, play your tails off. Whatever happens, we're gonna learn from this. We're gonna go watch the film, and we're gonna learn from it. We're gonna get better off of this.
Coach, we got to get to it, man. This is 2020, 2021 season.
Right.
You guys coming off, I get region champions, so, no doubt there. Sweet 16 last season. coming into this season, had some time to spend with your team. What are your initial thoughts so far this season?
We gotta find a way to get it done. Find a way to get it done, which is every single year for us. Yes, we got guys returning, but then we got some guys that we got to plug into these spots that fit certain roles that we're looking for. And so just going through that process right there, man, it's always fun for me because now I get to see like what my guys are about. What type of players do I have? Is he gonna be number 16, number 6 on the bench, or number 15 on the bench? You know, those numbers 6 through 15, they matter now. I mean, these kids are busting their tail in practice too. So if I can find a role for number 8 or 9 on the bench, and then that part of the game shows up, you know, for them to be able to get in the game and you know, show their skill work, then yes, they're gonna get in there. I tell them all the time, 30 seconds, 30 minutes. You take advantage of the opportunity that you get.
For sure. You definitely got a couple of players that everybody should have their eye on. Locke brought us some highlights in here today, so we're gonna play a couple of highlights for some kids, college coaches. If you're watching, might want to have your eye on a couple of these, Bigdawg.
Yeah, man.
These two kids here, they got at it this summer with Warner Robinson All-Stars.
Oh, okay.
Man, shout out to Tat, man.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do the Greg Jones highlights first.
Mm-hmm.
I like this kid a lot too, Locke.
Oh yeah, and Greg is just that's Elmer's glue right there, man. Elmer's glue. Just does everything to the best of his ability, and he's good at it. And shoot the rock a little bit. He's definitely gonna defend. His basketball IQ is off the charts too, and he just gets it done, man. Just gets it done. He's definitely a leader. He's a vocal leader too. He don't take no mess now, but he don't like to lose. He's got my attitude when it comes to losing and doing things the right way. We're gonna do it the right way, because we don't like losing. We hate it.
And one thing I like about Greg, he plays within his game. He never, like you said, he never tries to do too much. He knows what he can do, and he does, like you say, he does it well. Mm-hmm. And he's an underrated defender too. That's one of the things I peeped this summer, that he really gets at it defensively.
Yes, sir, he does, man. He plays with a high motor all the time, man. Real high motor, and just wants to whatever it takes to win. Yeah. There's a couple times the season last year where I had to take him out of starting line. Man, you would think that a kid that's coming out of starting line, that's producing like Greg, he's out of starting line, you think a kid like that would start pounding and stuff. Man, he might have been the happiest joke on the team, because he knew now he got a chance to see the bench. I get to see the floor of the game. I get to see where I fit in this game. And I'm going to make my mark on this game. And the second I call number 11 to go in, and he goes and checks in, tucks that jersey in, I already know it's on. It's on. He's going to go in here. He's going to take a guard. He's going to get a little trash basket here and there. He's going to get an and one. He's going to start clapping. Now his teammates start.
Hey, I always tell kids, you know, when it comes time AAU, I tell kids, playing hard is a skill. Playing hard is a skill, because unfortunately nowadays, every kid is not out there playing hard. Playing hard is a skill. Playing hard to get you in school. So I love to see that, you know, that kid, dog, goes at it. Hey, Bryce, you slip coach your router today.
I'm telling you, hey.
Hey, bro.
Man, we need to knock Bruce off and say.
I've been pretty good lately.
Hey, Mondre, we need to knock Bruce off and save that bandwidth.
Gotta save the
Gotta save that bandwidth.
You cannot.
But I really love. I wish I could have showed the entire highlight, but I really love Greg Jones' game. Like, he plays so hard, bro. 6'5", knock down shots, defending multiple positions.
He's just a bruiser, man. He does a little bit of everything.
A lot of times, like when you see kids, like you say, that's a bruiser like that, they aren't able to guard guys on the perimeter. Like he sits down and he guards guys.
He's guarding,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's not a lot of kids that's able to really do that. So I really like that about his game.
He's also the freshman year alum.
So he coached Nelson Phillips.
Say it
What's up,
again,
bro?
Bryce.
I said he coached. So he coached
Yeah.
Nelson Phillips in high school. Did I hear that? Is that
Yeah.
fair? Okay.
Nelson Phillips, Jacoby Owens,
tough.
man. He had a good Champ Dawson.
Nelson Phillips is tough, bro. He gonna be a problem at Georgia State.
Facts.
Man.
He's a problem. Like I go watch them. I'm like, yeah, his time coming soon. It's probably coming now. It's gonna be his time now. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Hey, Coach.
Man, I had to
Clear.
get out there wreck and watch
Yeah.
that Durham. Boy, I'm trying to keep it clean on here, man. Got people watching. But
Yeah,
Coach,
man,
we
I
didn't.
apologize for that.
Yeah. Hold on, my bad, Drake. We didn't talk about your NFL player. Let's talk about this other kid first, but we got to talk about your NFL player that played basketball that's in the league right now.
Yeah.
That no one probably knows unless you're from Middle Georgia.
What? You talking about my dog, my boy, Marquez Callaway, man.
Marquez Callaway. Ooh. Now you talking about a goon?
Oh yeah.
At 5'10", at 5'11"? Oh.
No, Marquez is about 6'2" and a half.
When he was 6'2" in high school?
Yes, sir. He's about 6'2" in high school. Played the point for me and everything.
Oh, my bad, Cole. I took his inches away. My bad.
With him, man. He gonna show call me. Coach, what you got going on with that? And I tell them guys I'm taller than that. But yeah, man, he was one of those kids that was in the program, man. He was definitely a pioneer for us. He was a 10th grader that year. We went to the state championship that 2014 year. He was a 10th grader that year. And man, for him to be able to, be as an outstanding athlete as he was when he was in high school, and to now being a professional athlete, man, that's one of my favorites, man. It's one of my favorites. He is a kid that did it the right way. I'll put it to you like that. He did it the right way.
Bryce, stay on your head in the comment section, and I'm dying, bro.
What about some cues or something, man?
Who said you quiet like you're a party with you only knew.
It ain't no shimmy going on up here.
It ain't on your head, Bryce.
Look, man, you gotta know when to, show deference and respect who on the show, and sometimes you gotta be quiet and just listen. I'm listening tonight right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm warm. I'm getting warm. Because every time I get on here and I start talking crazy, saying some dumb shit, y'all be like, man, what the hell you talking about? Now I'm quiet and I'm listening. I'm trying to get educated. Like I didn't know coached Nelson Phillips. I've been going to Georgia State for the last 2 seasons or whatever and watching them. And that dude, like for one, his body is like different. Like he's good.
He's good.
He's good. So I didn't know that. So I'm listening. I'm trying to understand what Middle Georgia basketball is because y'all know I don't go past the airport.
That's right.
All the places you said, the area code, you said what, 478?
Yes, sir. 478.
Well, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you.
Bro.
So I'm just trying to I need to look at a map too. While I'm like, after this is over, I'm gonna go look at the map.
Dude,
all the places y'all name, I'm gonna go look at them.
Hey, Bryce,
we
Bryce,
going
don't
to
worry
the
about
valley
it.
this
We're
year.
gonna go to a game and we're gonna make Lock Drive.
You going where? Nah, I don't truck car driving. What you say?
We going to the valley. We going to Fort Valley this year,
Oh,
right?
that's Middle Georgia? Middle Georgia, Fort Valley?
Yeah, that's Middle Georgia.
All right, yeah. Well,
Oh, we definitely going to the
We
valley.
going to Fort Valley, man.
yeah,
See,
JD gonna have everything rocking.
My stumping ground is out Zebulon.
Oh yeah,
That's my little area. I go to the little fast food Italian spot off that exit by the Kroger's. That's my spot.
I know you're talking about. Right there on the left, right there.
Hey, low key, Lock always know where the good food at, dog. I can't even knock my boy on that.
That's it. You gotta know where to
eat,
eat at, especially you come down there.
Gotta know where to eat at.
We got to show the next kid, man. This next kid is Rashawn Tomlin, another one of your seniors, coach.
Yes, sir.
Another kid really impressed with, had a great summer.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of my favorite
Rashawn,
kids in the state.
This kid can be special, bro. I'm telling you, man. This Joe can be special, man. If he continues to eat this hot sauce and gunpowder that I'm feeding him, and man, he get mean. Oh my goodness, if he ever gets mean, it's gonna be y'all gonna be like, dang, is that Nelson Phillips back again? Because he's good, man. Cat can play.
Coach, I've been talking about Rashawn. He's one of my favorite players in the state. I've been talking about Rashawn since he was a ninth grader when I had him with Express. And like he said, I keep telling people, I said, once he put it together, he's going to be one of the scariest players in the state.
Yes, sir.
Can shoot it. You know, he's getting better and better each game, like throughout the summer. I'm really looking forward to when y'all playing Heritage of Conyers and he going against RJ North and James White.
I am too, man. I keep reading about those two kids, man. I see that there's some outstanding players too, and that's gonna be a perfect situation for Greg and Rashawn to solidify themselves as some of the best players in the state too. You know what I mean? Not saying that they're gonna go in there and just lock those two guys down. That ain't no. We want to play good, hard-nosed basketball when we play against those type teams, man. So to have opportunity to play against two guys that were really three because they just had another kid sign a scholarship too, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
And so
Rashawn
be able to have that type of competition in game 2 of the season. Come on, man. You can't look at my schedule and say there's no cupcakes on there, man. You might as well go on with all that.
And Rashawn is a high academic kid also. Great academics.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Super smart kid. Greg is too. Greg has a 3.4. I think Rashawn is like 3.8. So schoolwork is very important to them. They like to lead the way for the kids that are coming behind them. That's one of the things that we've been preaching here lately is, we want to be able to have guys in our program with high GPAs that are qualified, and coaches won't have to call me and ask me, hey, coach, what's up with his grades that'll already be taken care of. So just having those guys lead the way for these younger guys is a great thing.
No doubt, Coach. Well, Coach, we definitely appreciate you locking in with us, man. I'm looking forward to watching you guys. I can't wait to have y'all Lemon Street. Coach, I don't even know. Do y'all have room to hang any more region champ banners? Do y'all even hang those anymore? Is it state championship banners only to get hung up in the gym? What's the rule, Coach?
Man, it's we don't got those banners up yet, man. Them things cost money, so we gotta,
Coach, we gotta have it
first, man.
We gotta have it. Hey, look, Warner Robbins, I don't want y'all to buy another helmet. Not one more helmet should be purchased until y'all get them banners hung up in that gym, man. Come on now. Come on, Warner Robbins.
And Coach, since I have a lot more time on my hands, I've been Coach, I plan on being at one of y'all games this year as well, or two, hopefully more, because I got time on my hands right now. I'm a free agent, so if you see us Fort Valley, if you see us, in your gym, hopefully we got some floor seats because I like to sit on the floor. I like to see everything up close and personal.
Hey, I'm politicking for y'all now.
All you gotta do is just say, man, hey, Coach. Just say, man, Coach, I'm on the way, man. I got you, dog. You can sit down. I'm gonna rope it off for you. Just be kind to us when you get.
Hey, Coach, I'm gonna be at the Hardwood Invitational. I'm gonna be at the Hype South Hardwood Invitational, front row seats. So you ain't gotta worry about me not catching any games. So I definitely gonna be at that game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. It's gonna be a great thing, man. Quasi does a great job down here for us as far as promoting basketball in this area. So to be able to be in that Hype South Invitational and to actually have it in our own gym is a blessing, man. And then to be playing against one of the top caliber teams in the state of Georgia, that's going to be another good thing for us too, man. Just ready to get it going, man. Win, lose, or draw, we're going to play hard and just try to be the best team that we can possibly be at the moment.
Our boy Huff in the building too. Hey, man, y'all know where to catch them, man. Make it down. Go check out Warner Robins at the Hype South Invitational. If you don't get a chance to make it to Warner Robins, you can check them out December 19th, 21st, 22nd at the Lemon Street Classic right at Marietta. If you like Bryce, you don't want to go outside of 285, they'll be right there playing 3 games. You can check them out, get your front row seats for the Lemon Street Classic. But, Coach, I'm going to do some serious politicking for y'all, man. We need banners. Y'all deserve them banners to be up, Coach. We need banners, Bigdawg. Hey, man, I don't want to see them buy another helmet, not another pair of cleats, not another pair of pads, man. Hey, man, them banners got to go up. Y'all been too good for too long. We're going to do some politicking on that one.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I ain't want to do it because I ain't want to look a certain way by, making it as obvious as it is. But, any other voices that want to speak up for us, I sure do appreciate it. I'll be singing your praises for doing so. So, yeah, man, it's important for us to get things up because
got to cement the legacy, baby. Everybody don't win those. Everybody don't win those.
You're right about that now.
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
Be talking to you soon, Coach. We appreciate you coming on.
All right, Coach.
All right, thank y'all. Have a good night, man. Y'all be safe out there.
You too.
No doubt.
Coach.
All right.
Hey, man, we talking about a crown jewel in the game. That program, Warner Robins, man. And you talking about guys. I love this show because we got 2 guys that built something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Walked into a school, was like, ain't no tradition. You know what I mean? Like, put my name on the side of the building. You know what I'm saying? Like we got guys like, put my name on the side of the building because y'all ain't had nothing until I got here. You know what I'm saying? Like, these 2 guys can say that.
They got to put some respect on them guys, man. Put some banners up. Because there's no way that state championship banner is not hanging up. And the underclassmen can look up and see those championships.
Thanks.
That's like motivation.
Yeah.
Like, we got to put something up here. We got to leave a legacy also because this year, that Warner Robinson, they have a chance to win 5A this year.
Oh, thanks.
With the cab schools closing down.
Thanks.
So, it's like, it's open.
Wide open for them again. I mean, but when you they could get 1 banner, bro. You won 7 region championships. You get 1 banner and you hang up every year that they won it. Everybody can't do that, bro. We talk about how hard it is to win here on every show. Like, you gotta respect that. Them banners gotta go up, man. Like, you know what I mean? Or before you know it, somebody come and hire them away. And then you don't have that opportunity. You're not winning like that no more. You know what I mean? Like, gotta respect it. Gotta submit that legacy, man. You know what I'm saying? That's something that lives. I just believe in that. That's something that lives on after, the coach is gone, those players are gone. Like, it builds pride in the school, Bigdawg. Gotta hang that banner up, Bigdawg. I hope I ain't talk about nobody's booster club bad on that, but
so the kids that are in DeKalb County, are they able to leave without penalty?
Man, so I was just talking to someone about that. They should get a waiver.
They need a waiver. Let them go.
Let them go to any school they want.
Let them go.
But wait, this is the thing, though, bro. I think we putting the cart before the horse, bro.
Okay.
I don't think that there's any chance in hell that DeKalb County is going to close and not let those kids play basketball, and that every other county is going to remain open.
Bro,
that's not going to happen.
I mean, schools are playing in the next week now.
But DeKalb County had already postponed their season to November 30th anyway. So they weren't going to be playing right now anyway. I just don't think that schools are going to go an entire season, that they're going to go an entire season and be the only county that closed. Either it's one of two things that will happen. Either we're going to see more counties close, or DeKalb County is going to let those kids play. I'm not going to get worked up about it because I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, well, I mean, my thing is shit. Even if they only play their region games, bro, that's like 10 games. Like that ain't like
gonna fault them for being leaders. Yeah, kind of. That's what. Hey, look, Georgia doesn't care about this. Hey, man, I'm not going there. I'm not
about COVID.
I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about it. We got another great coach that's coming on, Bigdawg. We're gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it moving. Built something out of nothing, coach. Did they have a gym? Did they have a wood floor when you got there, coach? Did they have a plan outside when you got there, coach? You know,
oh man, don't start. Hold up. Let me click. Hold up. I heard Bryce say he was a free agent.
Hey! You gotta holler at my agent though. I don't pick up.
I ain't gonna tell everything, but I listen to everything y'all say. I follow y'all advice. Y'all drop little nuggets, and I just pick them up and run with them.
You gotta holler at my agent Zako. I don't pick up no phone calls. So.
Oh my God, come on, Big Zako.
Yeah, that's
he going to my phone call. You gonna be at Osborne next week.
Hey, Bryce, you told him you gotta call your people. He gotta call your people first to schedule the meet.
Yeah, man. We got the 6 a.m. call, me and Locke. You know what I'm saying? We get our advice at 6 a.m. in the morning. So all calls I gotta get screened through Zach, you know.
Man, I'm gonna have to call Zach.
You gotta. I was at Osborne not too long ago working out, you know, in the weight room.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, it didn't no need to me calling Zach if you at all.
It was just unofficial. It was just unofficial visit. Unofficial.
Oh, okay. How many officials you got scheduled first? Because I ain't.
I got none.
If you tell me taking all 5 officials, I can't roll with you.
I had no officials scheduled.
I'm fucking dying. I almost spit water all over this.
I don't have any official visit. I am
a coach. Oh my God!
You have any schedule right now?
When they ask you, well, who you know, when you gonna commit? Shit, I'm open. I'm wide open. I'm open.
Hey, you gonna see the flyer drop, the edit drop when he commits.
Hey, Bryce,
edit drop.
Bryce, are you gonna announce on the show? Are you gonna announce your commitment on the show?
Hey, man, I only do shit for the camera, so it's gonna be on Instagram. It's gonna be on Twitter. I do it for the people.
You gonna wear a coaching polo to make your announcement? Because you know the kids. You gonna do it polo?
Y'all making me wear y'all. Yeah. I mean, I guess I have to, but
hey, coach,
progressing it.
If he commit to you, he gonna have a coaching highlight tape, and you ain't gonna be in it.
It won't be my first time not being in a highlight tape. So. They just get the side of me when they running by. That's it.
Bryce gonna have him crop you out of the highlight tape, coach. I don't know.
Nah, I don't do that. I don't do that all the time. Just sometimes.
Okay.
Oh man, I wasn't expecting that. This man said he a free agent.
I heard that. I pick up the little things.
You know, I'm looking at basketball from another perspective. I'm like media right now. Like I just go to a bunch of games and just see how things look until I figure out what I'm going to do.
So like, I'm just curious, when you say you go look at it as a media, what are you looking at in terms of that when you're looking at a game versus the eyes you were looking in?
I mean, I'm just watching the game instead of coaching the game. I'm watching it from the perspective, I guess, of who's productive, who's scoring, who's not. I'm removed from it. Like I have nothing invested in the games that I'm watching. And even like we went to Kennesaw State practice last week. I was just watching to see who was doing what. I was watching the Georgia kids. I was watching, and I had nothing. I wasn't not invested at all. So, and then I come back here and we talk about it. We discuss it. So that's kind of what I mean in the sense of like I'm removed. So it doesn't matter to me who wins and loses right now. I'm just watching the game just to see who performs well, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm looking at it all. I'm on your head if you lose. Washington already know.
Hey, Coach, I'm just happy they are all walking in my shoes this year because both of these Negroes is paying to watch games now, and I'm loving it.
Oh,
I'm loving it. They paying to get the gym now.
Hold on. Locks ain't paying nowhere. Hey, Lock know every back door, every house, every area. I get in the back. Hey, I go through the door with Locks at some of the gym. I'm like, hey, we going in together.
Hey, it's funny because me and Washington done that a few times. Like, come on, let's go.
Hey, I learned that from Locke and got in the back door of a couple of AAU tournaments this year, but I gotta sit in the parking lot and wait for Locke to pull up. I gotta call him and see where he's at, make sure I walk in the same time that he do, but ain't no hospitality rooms this year, Locke. What like?
Hey man,
He
that's
got
why you gotta love SUV TV.
Hey, he got post game spot off Windy Hill. He be all right.
Oh yeah, man. You got lifestyle and you got Barber Bistro.
Hey, we ain't gonna talk about lifestyle. Woo.
I seen the commitment day. I seen the commitments yesterday.
Hey, them wings was nice.
Hey, Coach. Now we talk about y'all commitments. Y'all had y'all commitment day or signing day. Commitment day. Do you feel like this year that it's gonna let these guys relax and just play the game instead of worrying about that they have to get a certain amount of numbers or, you know what I mean, do this or that to kind of prove that they value the fact that they already off the board? Do you feel like it takes something, a weight off their shoulders coming into this season?
Oh, absolutely. It takes a lot of pressure off the kids, man, and the families. Like, people don't understand the kids get so much pressure, not just from us as coaches or trying to perform, but they got to sit at the dinner table every night. Home. They got to hear it from their family, their friends. Hey, you didn't perform tonight. You didn't do this tonight. Like, they're getting it from everywhere. So sometimes I let up because they're getting it from so many places, and I'm positive. The best thing could have happened was all these guys committing. We were planning on everybody being committed for pandemic hit. I'm gonna just be honest with you. All my guys were gonna be done before the pandemic. We talked about it. We wanted to go in this year with 2 summers ago. We played so good because there was no stress. And then when the phone calls start coming, middle of June, the phone calls start coming because we're on the road coming back from Florida State, and that's the time when all the coaches can call you. So everybody phone ringing. And that ride going back, I knew then we was going to have some problems that season because they had to fulfill what the coaches were wanting from them versus fulfilling what the team needed from them. I knew then on that trip coming back from Florida State, I told my assistant coach, we in trouble. They're not going to play like we've played this summer where everybody touched the ball, everybody shared the ball, and they didn't care who scored. They didn't care because now all of a sudden you got 5 or 6, 7, 8 coaches calling you, and they checking the stat sheet. The coaches checking Twitter to see if somebody tweet about the kid. So now all of a sudden, everybody wants to tweet. Everybody wants the gram. So I knew last year was going to be growing pains for that young group of guys because I didn't have a senior-laden team to guide them through that process. And that was the first year I didn't have a senior to guide them through the process. Every other year I had a senior, so I didn't have to worry about that because the seniors weren't going to let that happen. So now that these guys are seniors, they're telling the young guys the same thing. Hey, we're not going to go through this. We're going to play unselfish. And you saw it in the fall league, how unselfish they played, and they just playing together. They playing for each other. Right now, their whole goal is to get Blake and Aaron a scholarship. So they plan to make sure Blake and Aaron get a scholarship. Because Jamal, like, I got mine. I'm done. Tyler, I got mine. Danny, I got mine. So now we're just trying to get those guys done, and then we're gonna get the younger guys done.
Hey man, that's a just the guys that you just named right there. Blake, Aaron, Tyler Shirley, like, but the guy that I feel like people are, for whatever reason, forgetting about and not putting, to me, enough respect on his name is Locke and Bryce's guy, Danny Stubbs.
Danny Stubbs.
It's like he's sitting in the background. It's like, man, do y'all not realize how dangerous this guy is?
See, a lot of guys don't appreciate what Danny does. And a lot of guys don't appreciate winners. Danny is a winner. So Danny, whatever it takes to win the game. If Danny has to come out tonight and give 20 assists, he gonna be okay with that. He gonna give everybody involved. He gonna sit back and chill and get everybody involved. If Danny needs to go out and play and make crazy shots and hit all these threes, then he gonna do it. So for me, Danny is one of the most important pieces for Pebblebrook being successful this year. Without Danny, we don't go the way we normally go. So people appreciate Danny because it's not flashy. He don't care about the flashy plays. He can dunk the basketball, but he gonna do the fundamental play. He gonna make the right read. He gonna make the right pass. And Georgia State loves him. So that's all that matters for Danny now.
Thanks. I think he's gonna go there and be really successful too.
He's gonna be really successful.
Like,
yeah, he's good.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. When I first started watching you guys, or not first started watching you guys, when I started watching this group of core kids, my eye wasn't on him. My eye was on a couple of the other kids. And it was Locke and Bryce, like, yo, this kid is good. This kid. So I start really paying attention to him and what he could do. And like, yo, this, like, he can do whatever it is you really need him to do. But I think he's undervalued even at being able to score the basketball.
Oh, like, absolutely. Absolutely. Shoot the ball just as almost anybody in the state, almost. Pass, he's probably one of the best passers in the state, easily. Defends very well at a very high level. Go look at the film. Get it good, right? He's gonna make some coach job in college. Well, he's gonna make Coach Lanier job in college very simple.
He is gonna have a field day in that conference.
Oh my God! Because that conference, the thing I love about that conference, and we got great that conference, and we had another guy playing that conference a year ago. That conference is all about guards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, guards and forwards. Guards get buckets in that conference.
Yeah,
guards are pros in that conference.
For sure.
That conference, you're a pro more than likely, or gonna be a pro.
Right.
You look at Raging Cajuns. You look at South Alabama. You look at Georgia State,
Little Rock. I
mean, you look at all them teams. So then you look at the guard play in that league. Tukey Brown was a star in that league for 4 years.
Thanks.
Destroyed it.
Yeah.
Destroyed it.
Thanks.
So you look at South Alabama, those guards down there, they got mega shots, hella shots. You go to every team in that conference, the guards dominate that game. Then you have the great forwards. I mean, Jakeem Grant was great. I don't care what nobody said. And he from your neck of the woods, Locks.
Oh, yeah, bad. Hey,
bad.
Hey, they're funny. We needed this show 4 years ago. We were trying. we should have started the love of the game.
Andre, I know where Locke and myself was 4 years ago. Where were you?
Where was I 4 years ago?
Yeah, what were you doing?
In the gym watching Huff.
4 years ago.
Where was he at? Duluth? He was at Duluth?
Mondre had a Georgia Canes college shirt 4 years ago.
4 years ago, I did. I coached for
coaching RJ Simmons.
I coached for the Georgia Canes. And matter of fact, one of the only coaches that would let my guys in the gym to train was George Washington. We was in there working out with our guy Nick, training and getting it in, trying to get ready, trying to go play. I was always trying to sneak in and watch somebody's practice. So I'll be in there sneaking in. I will actually watch our girls practice a lot and watch y'all work out a lot. But yeah, we 4 years. What was that 4 years ago? We started loving the game 3 years ago. So yeah, that team, Pebblebrook, basketball 4 years ago was the inspiration for Love of the Game. It's like, man, it needs another platform.
Hey, Skip, answer your question. How was it coaching the best guards in Georgia, Colin and Jared? Oh, man. Man, that was fun.
Also, wasn't Elias on that team too?
No. So don't get. That's what me and Coop was having that discussion last night. So you can't get them mixed up. Jared and Colin were together. Colin junior year.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
They lost in the state championship.
Right.
To
That's when
Westlake.
they did JJ.
Right.
They lost. Yeah. So
Right.
That's when they held the ball, right, Coach?
yeah, they held the ball. Yeah. Damn
I
right.
remember that.
Whole overtime. But see, what most people don't know about that game, Jared went up for a dunk and he got hit hard in the head. Jared played the whole second half.
I remember that.
Like, he does not remember to this day him making the three-pointer to send us in overtime.
He doesn't? Wow.
Doesn't to this day. And he called 2 timeouts in overtime, and he didn't even know he was calling them.
Damn.
We're like, what is he doing? So he goes out and he puts everybody. We leave the huddle. We say, hey guys, we're gonna play man. Jared puts everybody in the zone when they get on the floor, and then calls a timeout. So I mean, shot clock has been great. I've been a victim of some horrendous state champion losses.
You had one of the worst state championship calls I've ever seen in my entire life. I know Mark Edwards gonna jump in here. Deb's gonna jump in here. Everybody's gonna jump in and say that was a foul. That was not a foul.
Hey, you had to give it. He's the best player.
They had to give it to him though.
You had to give it to him.
No, you got to give it to him.
What?
He wasn't Michael Jordan. I can see it was Michael Jordan. Nah.
Hey man, you ain't gotta bail that guy out at the end of the game, man.
If he's the best player, he should have made the shot without a foul.
And that's what I told that's what we told the guys. We're gonna live with him making the shot. We just can't let him get to the line. And one of the mistakes we made was we should have went zone, we went man. The kids wanted to go man. I trust my players, number one, first and foremost. So coming out of timeout, we was like, hey, let's go zone. And they was like, no, coach, we're gonna go man and we can play it. And I was like, hey, all right, let's trust it. We up one. All we gotta do is get one stop and a rebound. And unfortunately, we went for a steal, we missed the steal, and Derrick Obedi turned away and whoop, the whistle blow. And I looked like it was the end of the world. But we almost made the half. What people don't realize, if you watch that, Ty came very close to hitting the half-court shot after the free throw. So it was very close. But a subplot to that story. So at the beginning of the week, we knew who the referees were going to be for that game. And unfortunately, one of the referees that was supposed to call that game passed away.
Oh, wow.
The guy who made the call was the replacement referee.
Wow.
So most people don't realize that. So he would have never been in that game. And that video is still used to this day in referee trainings all over the place. Like, I mean, all over. And they was like, oh, you're Pebblebrook. Oh, we seen your video.
Wow.
Referee. And I was like, oh, well, thank you. You just run.
Did they say they told us to never call this foul in a championship game?
Hey, it never would get called again.
I feel like you don't call those. I feel like you don't call nothing unless the kid is just absolutely like murder. Yeah, like I'm not blowing my whistle unless this kid is crushed. Like he gotta get hit hard. Like I'm not blowing the whistle. I'm not gonna do it.
No.
Gotta let the players decide it on the floor.
Is that ref allowed to referee any of your home games? Is he even allowed in your gym?
He wouldn't want to go in there, Lock. He probably wouldn't want to referee those games, though, to be honest.
Dudes on Six Flags Drive ain't gonna let him come in and make it.
So he ain't welcome in the Mapleton, period.
Nah, my boys on the 6 ain't gonna let that happen. Nah,
Hey, Coach, I want to make sure though. A lot of people understand. You know what I mean? Some of the great players that you coach, and I mean, you know, and we want to get into all of that stuff, but not everybody knows the story of how you build it. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to coach NBA players and NBA talent. Like Coach G was just on, and he was just saying, man, I can't wait until I get my first NBA guy. It's gonna feel so great to get my first NBA guy. Well, you got a couple, but people want to step into these ready-made situations, but you built your situation. Let's go back and talk about that. What's the first year at Pebblebrook? What? Come back and rewind the clock and tell us what that's like.
Ooh, a lot of Jack Daniels, Crown, Coke.
A lot of scores going the wrong way.
Hey, so real talk. I got the job in May, next to the last week of May. And I knew Pebblebrook Middle School was the best program in Cobb County. 8 years ago, I was a part of that middle school with Lorenzo Brown, Bobby Anthony, all those guys who never lost a game. And see, people don't realize Lorenzo Brown is a Six Flag Drive legend. Like, he was South Cobb Rec. He Lindley Middle School product. So the thing was, I noticed every kid from that program didn't go to Pebblebrook. So the first day I got hired, I go to Lindley Middle School, and I go over there, and it's another school over there, and I run them off. Another high school, I run them off. I go to the gym, because at that time, you got Ty Hudson, Kevin Murph, Trey. Man, that middle school team had lost a game. I go there, they at PE hooping. I said, hey, I'm y'all new head coach at Pebblebrook. They looking at me like, who are you, dude? Everybody gonna tell you can go everywhere else and play. Great. But ain't everybody gonna let you play as a freshman. I played all them guys as freshmen, but we went 4-21.
What year was that?
Oh, that had to be 2011.
Okay.
4-21. So Harrison was loaded. 6'11" white kid that went to ECU. Had the best shooter who went to Middle Georgia College. They had Elijah. See, most people don't know Elijah Staley was at Harrison.
Know that.
Then you go to North Cobb. North Cobb was loaded.
North Cobb, yeah.
North Cobb had Lee. Lee was a walking bucket. You had Jordan F., the tall white boy who dunked everything. They just threw it up around the rim. He go dunk it. You had McEachern, who was good. They had Golden and all them guys. Loaded. That whole Kennesaw Mountain was good. Kennesaw Mountain was really good. It was in. Everybody was good. South Cobb was good.
Yeah.
Came in. South Cobb wasn't a bad team that Moultrie got.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Moultrie first year, he was in the region championship.
He was, yeah. Right.
So all them teams in the region was loaded. So I just told the kids this. All them guys got to graduate in a year or two. And we're going to win the region. Second year, we finished 14 and 15. We lose in the region champion in the region tournament, first round to Hillgrove. Kyle Castle hits a shot on to take them to advance in the region tournament. Next year, so people were running the score up on us too. We wrote all that stuff down, man. McEachern was fouling us to score 100. We stalling on offense and we're down. Wrote it all down. And we returned the favor. Next year, everybody got the business. Then they moved to the region.
They moved you out of region.
Because I was planning on running the score every night on everybody that ran the score up on me.
Yeah.
And the kids knew it. And the kids wanted to run the score. So we won the region championship. It was us and South Cobb in the region championship. We won. South Cobb knocked out, I want to say McKeitron, and we knocked out somebody else the night before that. Both of us playing the region championship. They got me and South Cobb out of there real quick. Regional alignment mean coming up next year, realignment. But that was good for us, though. We moved to another region with Westlake, Langston Hughes. Oh my God.
That powerhouse. Ooh, whoa.
County. Dude, y'all don't understand. So every night you in a slugfest.
Yeah.
To capacity. You go to Douglas County, they got Brandon Robinson, 10 coaches sitting on the line. I remember one night we playing, Bruce Pearl was sitting on our bench because there was nowhere else for him to sit. That's
Good old
DC.
days.
Right.
That's DC.
Yeah.
And you go to Westlake, we had to go through the back door at Westlake with a police escort. It's packed to the roof.
Yeah.
You go to Langston Hughes, it's packed. You can't even go scout to watch Langston Hughes and Westlake play because you can't even get in the building. We're not taking GSA cars. We can't let nobody else in. That region was wonderful. Like,
that was some of the best basketball that I feel like I've at the high school level, some of the best basketball I've ever seen, bro. Like
that region. I mean, you got to look at that region. At that time, Chuma was at Langston Hughes. They had Bill. They had Derek Cook. Then you go to Douglas County. Douglas County had a kid named that went to FAMU. They had the other kid, Khalil kid. They had Brandon Robinson, and they had a big kid. Then you go to Westlake. They had Ronald Bell. They had the other dude. I call him Stretch. The other guard wing fella, dark skin.
They talking about. Yep.
Yeah.
Then they still had one of the Lewis brothers. Every year I had to deal with a Lewis brother.
Yep.
So that region, man, people don't understand. That region was brutal. So we won the championship. We won the region championship that year. Oh, man, the coaching tactics were off the chain, man. I saw Douglas County. Craziest thing. Douglas County is playing Langston Hughes to get in the region championship. Douglas County kid is bleeding, and they're subbing the kid in and out the game. So when he comes on the court, his nose bleeding, they sub him out, and the other kid come in and shoot the free throws. And this goes on forever.
Wow.
And they got in the region championship like that. I tell Bethea that was the best coaching job I ever seen.
That's crazy.
Man.
They subbed the kid in the game that had a nosebleed.
So
Douglas County does some interesting things over there. I have experienced that.
So before Bethea got there, y'all, the guy before Bethea, his goal was to score 100 points every night. All they would do is they would never shoot a layup, and they would give you a layup to go shoot a three. Like literally, you can have the layup. So I told my kids, we're not taking the layup. We dribble right past the goal, and they giving you the layup, and we pull it back out. And they kids be confused. That's McKeitron. They scored 100 on McKeitron to open the season up that year. I was like, whoa, what is this?
Wait, so they giving you a layup, and they just go take the ball out and go shoot a three?
Absolutely. They had three guys that would never cross half court.
Sounds about right.
Wow.
Man, and I'm talking about they would score that. If you took the layup, they had a guy right there running, taking out, and you ain't got nobody back. Bam. So it's been some interesting coaching. I enjoy coaching against all those guys. They bring out the best in you, man. Like me and Bethea got some interesting stories. He gonna Joey Boydstone. Yes. You right, yes.
Huff know everything, man.
Hey, Huff, I gotta send you the link, big dog. If you still around, we gotta send you the link. You might as well be here.
No, right?
Nah, he gonna throw the bandwidth down, man. You know it's only good with 4 people.
Right. You ain't working.
Hey, now I'll say this, and you have to give people their flowers. Huff is a guy that got me through coaching. And because I hate losing more than I like winning. And Huff knew that about me. Because Huff will tell you, like, me and Huff really met and got the vibing. We took out summertime, I take my kids all over to go to camps. So we really big. I do play dates. I don't do team camp. I tell the college coaches, we coming for one day and we about this joint because we going somewhere else to play. So all the month of June, I get on the bus, I drive because I got CDLs. So one of the perks is we get on the bus and we load up and we go. And we just go place and play. So we at Chattanooga for freshmen and sophomores, and we up at UTC and we playing CPA. Well, Huff and them played them first. CPA beat Huff and them about 30, 40. And I was like, dang, we can't lose like that, y'all. We lost to them by 50. And Huff got Kobe Simmons, Kaiser Gates, and I got Ty Hudson them and all those guys. So we come back to Georgia and we're playing Huff and them over at Al had an event over at Burkmark. And Huff and them beat me, man. I can't stand losing. Like, Huff's probably the only coach got a winning record against me. And, man, I was losing it. Huff come to me, hey, man, listen, you got to move on. You got to move on. And he always remind me of, hey, coach, you got to move on to the next game. You got to move on to the next thing. Because I get hung up and I lose it. Like, kids know I go in there, I break a clipboard, slamming doors. Church and ask for forgiveness on Sunday.
Hey, Coach, to me, I feel like to survive in that region that you were in, you gotta be built like that.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
I look at how much talent every time you guys played Westlake, how much talent was on the floor at one time.
Man,
if you're not built for it, man, like if you're not built for it, like people don't understand, like you're not gonna make, like, how do you make like Jamie Lewis, Danny Lewis, Chuma? Then they had the big tall boy, the big boy. They had the dark skin slim boy that was dunking everything. Yeah. Like you was in a wars over there.
Oh, let me say this. You know what our strategy was against Westlake? Only way we could beat Westlake if Chuma was held to 25 points.
Mm-hmm.
Held to 25.
Held to 25.
He was so good, man.
He had 25 points. If he scored 27, we lost. And most of the time, if we lost, he scored 33. He had 33 points, 22 rebounds on us. Got a loaded team. I mean, he literally had to bring the ball up. He shoot the three. He get his own rebound. You couldn't do nothing with him when he got on the baseline. Like, if he got you on the baseline, you dead in the water.
Yeah.
Like, dead in the water because he could face you up or he's on spin baseline and ain't nothing you can do about it. And it's at his own pace. Like, Chuma pace is not everybody else's pace. So guys be trying to speed him up. He never sped up. He never slowed down. He went at Chuma pace no matter what. And you look at the stat sheet, I'm like, y'all, he got 15 at halftime. We ain't gonna win this if he get 25 or more. We don't care what nobody else do. But if he gets 25, we done. And if you look at all the wins we had against Chuma, he was at 25 or less. If he went above 25, it was a wrap.
You could feel those games, Pebblebrook versus Westlake, you could feel the tension in the gym. Like, you could feel it. Sitting in the stands, you could feel it. Like, I remember being at Wheeler watching you guys play in one of the most epic battles. Like, y'all got a couple that y'all were in that I remember, but that one being one of them. Being in the gym at Wheeler, y'all playing against Westlake, comes down last couple seconds, it looked like Westlake gets a win. Colin looks like he dribbles it off his leg or whatever. Something happened. The clock didn't start. Y'all get the ball. Y'all get the ball back. And I said, oh, they better foul Colin. If I'm them, I wouldn't even let him catch. You better foul him. Don't let him catch it, because if he catch it, you just gave Colin Sexton a second chance to win this basketball game. Now, it's already been drama the whole game. Colin people yelling, Chuma's sisters coming out of the stands. They going crazy. Like, this game was, hey, man, like, the fans was already so into it.
The gym was so
for you, Coach.
So well out.
Yep.
Completely.
Yep.
Sold out. They sold the standing seats. They sold every seat in that joint.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is,
I didn't even think that it was so many people standing around because you couldn't sit down. You look up, it's so many people standing around, close to the bathrooms and all of that, man, like packed out. What happened in the timeout, Coach? Y'all in there, they resetting the clock. You're getting the ball back. They replacing it. Like, what's happening behind the scenes?
Man, you put the ball in the best player hand, number one. The best player tells you, give me the damn ball. As a coach, you give him the damn ball. Because hindsight, when we go back about this as a coach, for every away game or any game, Colin takes a lot of shots at half court. He won't leave till he make like 30 or 40 of them from half court. I mean, like shooting them like regular jump shots from half court. My assistant coach Brown would always sit in there with him, and he'd take all these shots. He's like, I'm gonna need this tonight. I'm gonna need this tonight. And before any big game, he would tell you in shoot around what he gonna need for that night. I'm gonna need this for this night. Crazy thing is, now you think that game is crazy? I still get chill bumps from the IMG game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I will argue anybody down in the country almost. And you can say I'm biased. That was one of the best high school games that I ever been to. Ever.
And I'm watching these guys on ESPN now. It ain't that they don't play. No. It ain't. I turn it off. I turn it off because that's a celebrity game to me. Celebrity game, I go watch Kevin Hart and all them guys play. I can get me a good laugh. That's not fun to watch to me. But that IMG game, like we almost got a technical foul because there's a little kid sitting down in between our bench. I don't know who the kid was, but the referee called a foul on Colin, and the little kid yells, "You don't know who that is?" Turns around, he's like this. I was like, "No, man, I don't know who them folks are down there. They not with us." Like I've never been in an environment like that. I've been to games in Indiana. Now Indiana games are like that every night, and they sit 10, 12,000 like that. I've been to games like that. But, man, I told Chris I got a lifetime pass to hoop giving for that.
You talking about another game packed out, wall to wall, standing room on more than standing room only. It's people standing on the sideline like.
Who put Mark's statement up top? Well, don't do that. Don't do that.
Point guard. That's your point guard right there. And Mondre is your point guard. So he the one controlling all the time, man.
He the one that controls everything.
Don't put Mark comments up there to the public, man.
Mark got 20 piece in fall league. Like we all saw it, and nothing he can say about it.
Hey, Mark, in the chat, I need you to put your record for fall league.
Hey, listen. Hey. I saw Mark coaching against Pace, and Mark was up, but when Matthew Cleveland start going off, you could see the little beads of sweat beating up. Mark started wiping his head a little more often with that towel. It's starting to get close. The refs bailed him out. The refs called back-to-back offensive fouls on Matt Cleveland on 2 spin moves that were not fouls, by the way, and bailed Mark out, so he got the win. But boy, it was looking tough for you, Mark. It was starting to get tight.
Yeah, he about to go on Twitter and kill me now. Y'all know that.
Hey,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
we won the last 14 out of 16 games. So it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. Shit.
Hey, Mark the homie, dog. Mark is the homie.
Hold up. Can y'all please ask him what was Vanguard last record?
Ooh, Vanguard Elite. Yeah.
They got kicked off the circuit.
I used to be so mad going to games and them damn flies be on my damn window.
Flies on everybody car at McEachern.
Yes, sir.
Everybody car.
What do you do when you saw it?
No, I ain't do more like that. I already had Mark's number.
Oh man,
I already had enough. Mark is at every tournament, every on the radar tournament. Mark was passing out flowers. So I had enough flowers.
He was definitely there. I remember that. Yeah.
Hey, leave me alone, Mark. Yeah. Nah, we ain't gonna mess with Mark. Mark, good dude. I respect what Mark,
my dude.
Mark's good dude.
that was a lot of fun, man. Atlanta basketball is an interesting place, like its own little ecosystem, man. Like nowhere else. I mean, we were talking earlier, and I was telling Coach G that, like, if you were to pick up the talent that's here in Atlanta from coaching, from a training standpoint, from a player standpoint, and you drop it in another place, like you were talking about Indiana, well, I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, like same thing with Louisville. If you drop Atlanta basketball in the state of Kentucky, in Louisville, you talking about, like you said, 10,000, 5,000 in every game. Like, they're going to pack it out and go crazy. It's so much talent here that people are competing with each other, but competing with football. Like, it's a weird kind of dynamic with Georgia basketball.
But I think what set Georgia apart from everywhere else, and when we travel, one of the things that I love doing is traveling with the Pebblebrook basketball team in the summer and during the season.
George, Mark is crazy.
I'm trying to be serious, but this dude, like, the environment in Atlanta and Georgia is different, because I know I have embraced the AAU coaches and I have embraced the trainers. I've embraced all those individuals. And I'll say this, Pebblebrook would not be successful without the great AAU programs and without the great trainers. We're not Pebblebrook without those guys. I don't care. No high school program in the state of Georgia that's good. And then when you say they are high major, they would not be good without the trainers that are associated with them, or without the AAU programs that support them and reach out to them. So for us as high school coaches, we got to do a better job collectively respecting what these guys do. And it's got to be give and take. I give and take. I know for a fact in July, my kids are going to play AAU. And I respect that. And I go sit in the gym and I have fun watching them play, and I enjoy watching them play. And we have to do a better job as high school coaches going and supporting those events, because those are our kids. And we say we truly about the kids. Go support them. I've been to every AAU event in Atlanta and Peace Jam, Adidas Gauntlet, all of them, because I support our kids. And I open my gym to any kids. Like, one thing I tell people, I can't coach every kid in Atlanta. And I don't want to coach every kid in Atlanta, because every kid can't play for me. So, number one, I open my gym to any kid that want to come in and get better. Because for me, if we say we truly about the kids, then it doesn't matter if the kid goes to South Cobb, or if the kid goes to Osborne or Will or wherever, if we're about the kids getting better, let them. People don't realize Sam Hines kicked my butt last year, but the summer before that, Sam Hines was at Pebblebrook all summer working out with Chuck, all summer.
Yeah,
I have no problem with that because the kid got better. So even though I lost to the kid, I'm very happy for that kid because at the end of the day, for me, it's all about the kids. And that's the thing that every high school coach, every AAU coach, and every trainer has to really look at themselves and say, am I really doing this for the kids or am I doing this for myself? And I think that's what we got to really have that's got to be the real conversation. And if people don't do that, then get out of this business. Go do something else. I'm just being honest. Go do something else.
I think that's true, Coach. And to me, I think I hate to say this because every time I do, I feel like I put my foot in my mouth. Parents, I feel like, are wising up. Like they're smartening up. I think it's becoming a little more clear about the coaches that are really basketball guys. Because I think from parent standpoint, from a media standpoint, we see the high school coaches that's around in the summertime and the guys that ain't. You know what I mean? The guys that really love basketball and that support kids is around the gym in the summer. And it ain't about, like you said, it ain't about recruiting. I think guys that really ain't wrapping their arms around this thing like that. If I show up to the gym, people gonna think I'm recruiting. No, because if you're a basketball guy, you want to be in the gym, you want to go watch hoop. So you're gonna enjoy the game just like the rest of us. It ain't necessarily about that. But I think parents are starting.
If I'm gonna get a kid, you ain't gonna see me in the gym with you.
Right. I think people are starting to see that, and guys want to be around basketball people because we know how much work it takes for a kid to really make it, and what's at stake.
It's a lot of sacrifice. Like everybody got to make that sacrifice, and everybody got to be willing to give and take. It's a lot of give and take that has to go on. I know I can't have certain things going on in April and May because they're going to play every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in April, May. So I got to make that sacrifice to say, hey, what's going to help my program out? Them playing, getting better. Now, I am very picky when it comes to AAU teams. I'll tell you that. I'm selective with my guys. They'll tell you I'm very off when it's time for them to choose AAU teams. So some AAU programs don't like me because they ain't playing in the right events. They ain't got they ain't got good coaching. Like I'm gonna just so if my kid didn't come play for you, is a reason why. I mean,
dang, coach, you ain't send me no players when I coached Atlanta Express that year. Remember that? Hey, I saw they had Danny Stubbs and Tyler Shirley and Caleb. we had no circuit that year.
Y'all ain't had no circuit that year.
Yeah,
and they had already committed to play. I think all of them was playing Georgia Stars that year.
No, then when Team Tough came. That's when Chris got Team Tough. Danny was coming to practice, but he ended up playing with Nike team, not the team out of Florida, Night Riders.
Night Riders, yeah. But so I have a good relationship with some of those guys down there. So sometimes we have to honor relationships.
No, it makes sense.
This relationship business too. Like
I gotta give Locke hell. We ain't studying Locke on this damn show. Locke ain't send me no players when before he jump back into coaching himself. Don't send him none, George. Don't send him none. Make him grind it out. Make him sweat a little bit.
No. Hey, you don't even know how many freshman U kids is at Pebblebrook.
That's true.
A lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably about 6 or 7. Don't
send them no more.
Yeah.
Hey, that was the first video I did. You remember watching it? I had got the video with Danny Stubbs, Tyler Shirley, Kayla Jamal, all those guys. Because that's the year I said, if you don't win, I'm on your ass.
Hey, you got to bring freshman you. Freshman you got to come back for next year, Bigdawg. No coach. Freshman you got to come back, dog.
Absolutely. That was a great
Too important.
platform. Great platform. Great.
Too important.
I mean,
this new arena, Mark asking, is Colin getting a statue at the new gym? This new arena, I gotta know first. They putting your name on the side of the building. They better.
yeah, I personally, I can care less. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you guys disrespected me tonight by putting me on after the guy that won some state championships. Number one. I was pissed off listening to him because so first of all, in regards to him not having no battles, I'm gonna tell you now, when we win one at Pebblebrook, it's gonna be a sign on old Alabama on both ends. Damn Alabama, we're gonna have signs on the road.
Home of the state champion.
Home of the state champions. Then I can really put the runner-up signs up then too. We can put the runner-up years too. Mark, you don't have nothing to do tonight, do you? Like, Mark.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, it's got to be named. I mean, you got to at least get the court named after you. George Washington Court. If they don't put the building on the side, your name on the side of the building. Championship or no championship? Pebblebrook basketball is Pebblebrook basketball.
Hey, now hold up, Dre. Hold up. Now, I'm about to say something. Now, Locke gonna say something. He's gonna be on my head in a minute.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But when I was in high school, I'm pretty sure I gave Pebblebrook a 20-piece.
Man, I'm about to close my laptop.
Pull the records.
What year?
I went to Kennesaw Mountain for 2 years. That was probably like 04, 05, something like that.
Oh, so that was Damian Wilson year.
Nah, I'm older than him. I'm older than him, I think. Nah, I ain't played. I was like, it was around that when Marietta was real good. That era, like Jazz Ross, when they had Ewing. I was a little younger than them. It was around that time.
So that's
you don't remember your 20-piece, Bryce? It wasn't that good.
I'm gonna take the books. And I'll verify for y'all next Sunday when y'all on the show. I'll let you know if he had them. I'm gonna check the books. What year? Let me get that year for real.
It's probably like 03, 04, 05, something like that. No, it wasn't 05, 03, 04. Something like that.
I'm gonna go to the barbershop on the drive too. They verify all that stuff for me too, man.
Pebblebrook, look, back then Pebblebrook wasn't what they are now.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with you. I'll tell you the biggest t-shirt I ever got was
Hey, with no sweet and sour sauce.
It's like I don't understand why these dudes don't feel like I can't get a bucket. Like I've never met anybody. I've never met anybody besides these two dudes. They feel like I cannot get a bucket.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you though. Well, this is the thing though. I want you to go to Pebblebrook practice. Next practice, and if you get 15, at Pebblebrook practice when they go 5-on-5.
Hold up. First of all, if Danny Stubbs guards me, that's not gonna happen. If Danny Stubbs guards me, it's not gonna happen because he's a little physical. It's probably not gonna happen.
I'm putting Ray on you. I'm putting Andre Young on you.
He's too small. He's too small.
Hey.
He's too small.
Hey, Dre Young, I got 50, dog. I got 50 on you.
Andre Young is battle tested.
Hey,
he's too small.
Hey, you're not getting 15, Bryce, at they practice, bro.
They're gonna foul me to get the free throw line. I'm gonna get 15. That's what y'all understand. Like, y'all crazy, dog.
Hey, let's set it up, Wash. Let's set it up.
Hey.
Y'all crazy.
Let me know when you want to come. Just let me know when you want to come. You can't get 15 at practice, dog. I got goons.
Okay. You sound like Locke, man. You sound like
Mark said he believe you. Mark said he believe you.
Y'all can pull the records from Kennesaw Mountain.
So this is something, Coach. This is something that's developing on our show, right? I feel like our show at some point we're gonna set up all of these different challenges for Bryce. Like it's gonna be Bryce running a mile. He gonna have to lift weights. He gonna have to play against y'all in practice. Like you remember when Shaq did that show when he had to box Oscar De La Hoya? Like we about to set that up for Bryce.
Hey,
we're gonna call it the Bruce challenge.
Please post this comment right here, this last one. Please, so everybody see it.
What is
It's in the water. It's in the water.
Him named Bruce.
It's in the water.
Hey, we're gonna call it the Bruce challenge.
Bryce,
The Bruce challenge. We are doing the Bruce challenge.
Huh?
Where did you go your third and fourth year?
My third and fourth year I went to Kennesaw Mountain. Before that, I came from Maryland. I played high school basketball in Maryland too.
So you telling me how old are you right now, Bryce? You got to be 31.
I'm a little older than that, but you close in that range.
Right. So you
Not
telling me
in his practice.
you finna come to practice and go up and down and get 15?
That's the problem. And that's where the problem lies.
Okay, because that's what I want to clarity
The
on.
problem is, no, I'm not going to be able to go up and down because I'm not in shape. However, I still can play. I can still shoot. I can handle the ball. My IQ is probably just as good, if not better than most high school kids. So I know how to get a bucket.
I'm not gonna argue all that.
The problem is I'm not going to be in shape.
So how are you gonna get to 15?
We got to play half court.
and you got to play tape back when it hit the rim.
Yeah, we got to play half court, and y'all got to go. Y'all got to play a 2-3 zone or a 3-2. We're gonna.
Who are you going, bro?
We're y'all 3-2 zone, and then if you give me a second to shoot, I'm gonna knock it down.
I can believe that because shooters always can shoot forever. Yeah. If you're a shooter, you can shoot.
You go, man, and y'all start doing all that trapping and all that.
No, you gotta play man, bro. You gotta play man, bro.
I mean, that's what we were gonna do. You like if you lay out a challenge, we're not gonna make it easy.
Dr. Love know what time it is, dog. Dr. Love know what time it is. We get buckets from where I'm from, bro. It don't matter. It don't matter.
I'm saying get out of here.
Get out of here, Bruce.
Hey, listen. This is official. This is history happening right now. We are starting the Bruce Challenge.
Bruce Challenge
right now. I'm dropping an edit for the Bruce Challenge. We're about to set up a list of events that Bruce is gonna.
When I pass all these challenges, can you call me by my regular name?
We putting the respect on your name, bro. Every time you pass one, bro, we're gonna post it with an edit every time you pass the Bruce Challenge.
All right, so Pebblebrook practice.
Horse
against Spivey.
1-on-1 against horse against Spivey. That's fine.
15 points against life.
How much?
You said you could put 15 points against Life University.
If I can score 15 on Pebblebrook, I can score 15 on Life.
I don't believe that.
Hey, we're gonna add Willard. We're gonna add Willard. 10 points at a Willard practice.
Nah. See, I can only do this one time. It's not gonna be a recurring thing. It's gonna be a one-time thing. Like, if y'all want to pull up in the gym, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna put my LeBrons on, my Kobe's on, and I'm gonna go to work. It ain't. I mean, it ain't nothing.
Hey, look, doing this. Let's get clarity. So we're gonna play half court.
Yeah, go over your half court defense.
Okay. Do you get to play defense also?
I'll play both ways.
Okay, all right. Just want clarity on that because if you come out here talking about you all offense, that's a problem right there.
I play both ways. But we gotta be half court. If we go up and down, that's a wrap. I definitely.
Hey, look. Hey, Huss said if you survive 3 challenges, he gonna give you a Scully.
All right. I want my offer on Twitter too. I want you to offer me on Twitter.
He want to edit.
I want you to offer me, and I'm gonna repost it and say I'm blessed to receive an offer from Coach Huff.
Hey, so officially the Bruce Challenge is Pebblebrook's practice. He got to get 15 points in a Pebblebrook practice in one session. You can't go the whole practice and try to get 15 points in a 2-hour practice, Bryce.
All I do is do 15, right? 5-on-5, half court. Whatever you want to do. 4-on-4 shell drill, half court. It don't matter.
Bryce got to get 15. Okay, cool.
5-on-5.
Then
you know what we missed? You know what the other challenge we missed? With the 135.
20 reps of 135.
20 reps of 135.
20 reps of 135.
He can't do that.
Exactly. Exactly, coach. Exactly.
You can't do that.
135, 40 times. I could probably at least get a 15.
We're gonna be at Osborne tomorrow. I'm gonna catch it on video.
Hey, we do. Hey, man, we doing the edit for it too, bro. 20 reps of 135, Spivey and horse, and 15 points in Pebblebrook practice. That's the Bruce challenge.
All right, and if I get 3 out of 4, then what?
Get a wing plate.
Nah, more than that.
I got you three Regals.
And I'll buy the wing.
Now you're talking my language.
I get the wings.
And you get an offer from Huff.
That's what I really paying for. I need an offer. So go ahead and drop that edit.
And you get an offer from Huff.
Drop the edit, dog.
We dropping the edit. That we made it official tonight on the show.
Now look, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. I don't want none of these high school kids fouling me when I start busting their ass. Like Colin Shirley and Stubbs and all of them. Like, don't start fouling me, dog.
Hey,
I'm getting you up off your feet.
Bryce, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think now Hillman is locking you up, bro.
Who?
I think now is locking it up.
I don't even know who that is, so I doubt it.
Hey, Kamani gonna bust your ass. He's a bucket.
It's not about me playing defense. It's about me playing offense. So
we're gonna wear you out on defense.
All right.
You got to guard. You gonna
make him transfer. The Bruce challenge is set. It's officially set.
I don't hear nothing from nobody when I go in your gym and get y'all that work. I don't hear nothing.
Hey, yeah, the first Bruce.
Hey, that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
Hold on. You think Hillsman could beat me?
Hillsman versus Bruce on the Bruce challenge.
I will embarrass Hillsman. That's not even it. I will embarrass him. Don't do that to him.
Hey, that's hilarious, bro. I had a list of damn questions, and now you talk about the Bruce challenge. Yep. Hey, man.
Man.
Transfer portal is open.
Hey, well, you just be ready to put my face on the back of your little edits you be dropping. All these edits you drop at 6 a.m. Just be ready. Just be ready. Because I want that damn offer, bro. Don't be dropping edits early in the morning.
Hey, you're right, man. I had to turn her Huff notifications off, man. Don't be no Huff notifications.
I'll be up so early.
Hey, when I get 15 out here, I need my offer, dog. I ain't playing. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram and all that too. Everywhere. I'm gonna blast it everywhere.
Man.
Hey, man. Okay. We locked in. The Bruce challenge. We know what it is. Andre Young, Kamai. Niles, he said he didn't even know who you was now. Like that's
the thing though, dog. You can't put a bunch of them. You can't put a bunch of them on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. Like, how you gonna guard?
No, watch it. Andre Young. Watch it as Andre Young. I'm cool.
Okay. Like, so you can't go Andre Young and Stubbs and like, of course. I mean, like, you gonna wear me down.
But dude, you just hold on.
So now, if they decide to if they decide to switch men, which I hope they don't, then that's different. But I'm just saying, like, you don't need no game plan, like shit.
So once you start busting them down, you think they're gonna switch? That's what you said?
I would hope not. I would hope not. That's embarrassing on them.
We recorded. I don't know how you gonna get your shot off. Like, I'm just curious. How, like,
he's not tall enough or big enough. He's gonna foul me every time.
No, we're gonna have him in your pocket.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Hey, man. Dre Young, I hope y'all watching, Bigdawg. Show him the tape. Bring it back.
It'll be in the locker room. Don't worry.
Yeah. So hey, write this one down too, like how y'all did that 4-20, that 4-21 year. Write this down too.
Definitely. Damn, Mark, you be dude. Mark don't have nothing to do.
Hey, Mark is off the chain, bro. Coach, you do have we got a lot of jokes. We done talked about a lot of your past players. You actually have a really hell of a team this year. I think all of us picked you to win the damn state championship this year, Coach.
I picked Grayson.
I did.
You picked Grayson?
No, I picked Pebblebrook. Locke didn't pick somebody.
No, I picked Pebblebrook when it was fresh.
You did.
And now, Locke, did you pick Pebblebrook last year? I think we did. Did we pick Pebblebrook last year?
Hey, man. I'm gonna tell you, Washington. You know the funniest thing when we did the Pebblebrook and South Cobb show, and when I pulled my coat down and I said South Cobb, Washington looked me dead in my eyes like motherfucker. He looked me dead in my eyes. I talked to Washington.
Real talk. I let these dudes come to the gym whenever they want to. They can practice, do whatever they want to at the Pebblebrook. I open the doors for all of them. So we had South Cobb. I mean, I see y'all dudes walk in, entourage and stuff. I'm like, dang. So they picking today. I ain't never seen this before in high school. Let's see what they're picking. Dang, they picked.
Hey, you remember the only person that picked you to win that game, Coach? I'm loyal as hell, boy. I tell you. Hey, man, I'll tell you. Hey,
that was a rough
it
game.
didn't go our way.
It didn't go our way at all. Didn't go. I tell people this. We can say whatever we want to say. The most underappreciated player last year in Georgia high school was who?
Shit.
That's how
That's South Cobb.
Homeboy that was doing everything, ducking everything, rebounding,
Iman.
backs. Homeboy that transferred in. Amon, yeah.
Iman Washington was the most underappreciated player in Georgia basketball.
Yeah, he's tough.
Facts.
Man, he was tough.
Yeah, like, he's tough. He's different.
And he did tough shit. Like he did tough things. Like everybody can say we tough, we can talk tough and all that stuff. But when you go in there and do tough stuff, like he made South Cobb elite.
Yeah, he was a game changer. Real.
I love Zocco, but he made them elite. Like my young players didn't have an answer for him. Like mentally, they didn't have an answer for him. He was a vet. Like I tell the guys now, you're seniors now, so you've seen everything. Like it's nothing you haven't seen that you're going to see this year. So we shouldn't have the struggles that we had last year. And I knew we were going to have growing pains last year. I knew it. And I told people, I said, hey, it's different when you have footsteps to walk in versus when you got to make your own footsteps. Last year had to make their own footsteps. It wasn't no Jalen, Dwight Murray, Todd Hudson, Jared, or Colin. You can follow in their footsteps, and it's easy when you got them leading the show. But now when you run the show, it ain't no footsteps to follow. It ain't easy.
Dang, Coach, you ain't say Drew Drennan?
Drew Drennan is a good player. Let's keep 100. He's a very, very good player.
Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah.
Now I only mention guys who finish up with me. Let's just keep 100.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I got you.
He didn't finish up with me, so no, I can't include him in my elite status at Pebblebrook. The guys are great.
So I like Drew Drennan. I like the kid, but I'm gonna say some shit, and I don't want nobody to think that I'm shitting on Drew or I don't like Drew. I like that kid a lot. I thought that it was dumb as hell to leave Pebblebrook as a senior guard because of the freedom that you allow your senior guards to have. And the spotlight and the pageantry that goes along with being a senior at Pebblebrook. Like, why the hell would you leave then? Shit, you went through all that work and all of that, sacrifice or whatever, playing behind Colin or whatever for nothing. If you leave your senior year, like that was your time to shine.
Kids are not always in control of their situation.
Okay. That makes sense, man. What'd you say, Locke? Bad handler?
Hey man, some
Hey, Lock, do you have a top 5 bad handlers list in your phone too?
man, I had that like 2-3 years ago.
That was a bad handler. Like, so, Coach, I got this thing, right? When I go to games, I go and I sit behind the bench. Either I sit behind the scorer's table or I sit behind the bench because I like to be close enough to hear what the hell coaches are saying to the kids because I feel like I learn that way. I have never heard a coach yell to a player to shoot more than what you were yelling at Drew Drennan that year. I mean, from the first game, y'all, I'll never forget, y'all played like Sacred Heart from Alabama.
Ooh.
And they had a goon squad. And you telling shoot that motherfucker. Do what you gonna do. Go, shoot. Do you score? Like, hey, I don't know about everybody else. That's what I want a coach telling my damn son. Like, what do you mean? Like,
well, one thing I'll tell people is this. I believe you have to let kids be who they are. And one thing that we've always prided ourselves on at Pebblebrook as a coaching staff is letting kids be who they are, but teaching them how to be a professional at who you are. Like, we wanted Colin to be a professional scorer. He was a good scorer when he came to us, but we just wanted to make him a professional scorer and a showman because he had, like, some players when they walk in the gym, you be like, oh shit, it's something about him. I don't know what it is. Everybody gravitates to him. Got a different walk, different talk. Everything about him is different. The way he put his shoes on is different than everybody else. So Colin had that it factor. Jared Harper had that it factor. Yeah. So when you see those guys with that it factor, like, you have to let them be them. Like, I could not let Colin not be Colin. Like, now there were moments I was like, hey man, you gotta calm down. Look, I'm gonna pop you in your throat, calm down. But I mean, you have to let those players be who they are. Like, Dr. Love trials is crazy at Pebblebrook. When they get down to them last few cuts, it's one-on-one. Play for the spot. Crazy. Play for the spot. If you want it. So the crazy thing is, I had a kid one year. He kept calling out Colin and Jared. He got sent home so quick.
He sound like Trump. He want to go home, dude.
Not the two you want to be called out.
Man, he called them out first. I'm like, dude, I'd have picked anybody. A lot of guys used to pick on Dwight Murray. Dwight Murray have a special place in my heart.
Dwight who?
But see, they saw him as third fiddle to Jared and Colin, so they would try to call out DJ. Man, DJ used to bust him up. And you know nobody can score DJ. Like, people don't realize the way DJ got on the floor as a 10th grader was his defense was elite. Mm-hmm. And he had one role, knock down the corner shot. You knock down that corner three when Jared or Colin drive. We beat McEachern because of DJ that year in the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
At West Georgia. If DJ don't make all them corner threes, we don't win that game.
Very good basketball player.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
he's at Ryder.
Huh?
He's at Ryder.
Yeah, right. He's at Ryder. He's gonna have a blast.
He just got cleared, right, to play this year too.
Yep.
Everybody gonna get cleared this year, so
yeah,
it's a matter of time.
Hey, matter of fact, we're gonna give everybody. Not only everybody gonna get cleared, we're giving everybody an extra year. Might be extra 2 years by the time it's all said and done.
Yeah, it's only bad thing about that. It's gonna really hurt high school seniors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Seniors gonna have to take routes that were normally frowned upon or routes less desirable routes. It's gonna be really tough on seniors.
You have to stick it out. They have to stick it out. I mean, you're gonna have to find a way. It might be JUCO, it might be post grad. You're gonna have to, or you might get offered. You never know, but you can't get frustrated. And I think when Locke and I went to Kennesaw State, one of the coaches said it's just gonna be slow. Like it's not gonna be faster as it normally would. So
It may be in the June, middle of June.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And I think it's okay, man. Like I feel like, you know, man, hey man, find you a good post grad and keep working. Go grind. Go continue to get better. Find you a good JUCO and keep working. Shit, it's high level. You know what I'm saying? It's high level post grad.
So our JUCO kids don't actually leave because they got this free. This gonna be a free year for them.
Gonna be a free year for them too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It'll be tough, man.
I would think the JUCO kids, if they had a good opportunity, they would still leave though, because their goal is to get back to where they
and they're going to the next level.
Yeah, I would think. You never know. Shit, you never know. I don't know.
Hey, that JUCO life tough, man. If I got a chance to go, I'm probably going. But that JUCO life is no joke.
So here's the question: do you go as a JUCO player to Division I that's gonna keep all their seniors?
Nah.
Ooh, that's a good question.
You might stay another year in JUCO.
Go red shirt.
You might not be able to do that. I don't know.
They get that extra year at JUCO.
It's gonna take a couple of years for all.
But when they get an extra year, they would get an extra year period. So they get extra year if they go to that 4-year, right?
Yeah, they get the extra year no matter what. Everybody get an extra year no matter what.
I mean, you kind of even yourself out, I would think, or it goes back to what it normally would be. I don't know.
Hey, coach, pull back the curtain from me. I want to know this. Every year, you have a kid that we look at and say, damn, shit, that kid could go somewhere else to start. At one point in time, it was Messiah.
Who?
Now looking at it, and you got two 2023 kids that are really good, but your kids always stay loyal to the program. What is it about Pebblebrook that those kids that you're able to convey that to kids to understand the importance of seeing it through, waiting their turn, and then blossoming when they get their opportunity to play?
Number one is about getting better. We constantly preach and teach about getting better. So the kids really buy into getting better. Number two, we have a history of, if you just wait your turn and learn, when your opportunity presents itself, you're going to be ready to go. We was at practice this evening, and me and one of my assistant coaches on the side talking. We was like, damn, he can go start at 5 of the schools we're going to play next week. Damn, he can start somewhere else. Damn, he can go start somewhere else. But is he going to get the development, the exposure, the opportunity to learn, be around people? Like, people don't realize, like, we bring in the summertime and in the spring, we bring in college guys from all over. Like, people don't realize Monte Morris for 2 summers. Kyle Kuzma played at Pebblebrook for 2 summers.
Yeah.
We had all the guys from Iowa State. We had all the guys from Georgia Tech. We had all the guys from Auburn, Alabama, Georgia. Everybody come in, and we've been in the old gym, and we had a D1 run in the old gym. All them guys would come in there, man, and my varsity players had to sit and watch or wait, and it was a privilege and an honor if one of those guys pick you up and you got to play 1 minute. So guys are waiting their opportunity to participate in D1 run. Like, they are really, hey, I can, like my senior class this year, they like, man, this is my year right here. I get to play when the older guys come back this year. And a lot of those older guys that I mentioned, Monte Morris, they come back frequently. Colin comes in, Jared comes in. To play against Jared and Colin is a privilege and an honor. Everybody don't get to do that.
Yeah.
For our guys, that's a privilege and an honor to just have a conversation with those guys. They sit down and talk to them, and they punk them in a lot of the games, and they realize that it's a different level. It's a different style of play. So for us and our kids that are true to it, they understand, and the parents understand that, hey, I just got to be patient, because very few of these guys all over the United States are going to go in as a freshman and start in college.
Right.
The elite ones. Everybody's not elite. So what I tell them, the best way to get on the floor in college and the best way to get on the floor in high school is to be a great defender. So start off, learn how to play defense, take charges, do the stuff that nobody else want to do. Jamal Kleiss played as a freshman because he did what nobody else on the team wanted to do. He took a charge. He averaged 3 charges a game as a freshman.
Wow.
We gave him one job when we played Willer. To beat Willer, we told him he had to front E.J. Montgomery. The whole game, he fronted E.J. Montgomery as a freshman. And E.J. Montgomery got him by 7-8 inches. So who's willing to do those little things to help your team win? And that's why a lot of our guys stayed and okay with it. Man, let me tell you this. Andre Young got phone calls from everybody to come play this year. Now he got phone calls from everybody to go play. You'll start. You'll start. And they're right. They would have started. But would they receive the knowledge? Like, people don't know, like, Chris Jackson and I are really close. Mahmoud Abdul-Rahul. We're very close. He comes in the gym and he spends time with those guys. And those guys get to watch him work out. Like, he works out like he going to play. I can't wait to come back from New York because we're going to have him in the gym as soon as he come back from New York. He comes in. I got tired of him calling me every morning at 5 a.m. to let him in the gym because he got to get 500 makes, not 500 attempts. He only counts makes. Then he gets to the point where if it touches the rim, he doesn't count it as part of his makes. If he missed 2 in a row, he starts over. So when guys see those guys come in and do that, I don't know it all, guys. I don't claim to know it all, but I try to surround my guys with admitted people that know stuff. Like, one of the guys that come in the gym all the time is David Hudson. He's from Seattle. He trained Isaiah Thomas. His job was for years, he's Jamal Crawford's right-hand man. His job was to follow Jamal Crawford during his NBA career and tell him why he missed the shots he missed and watch every game. So to have this guy in my practice working with my guys, that's elite. So that's why a lot of our kids stay, because they get that information, they get that knowledge. So I think that's one of the selling points in our program. We do a lot of other stuff. Like, we do fun stuff. We do lock-in. This year is the first year I haven't had a lock-in, where the first official night of practice, we locked the guys in the gym. They had to report to practice at 12:30 at night. And we start practice at midnight. And we practice about 3 o'clock in the morning. Then we go to the football field and we play flag football in the middle of the night. Then we have a run. Then everybody's scared to go to sleep, because if you go first one go to sleep, you're going to wake up with a lot of water in your nose. And we go do a lot of stuff. Like, we went and did karaoke one night. We went four-wheeling. We went horseback riding. So I try to expose them to a lot of other stuff and have team bonding and fun activities for them to do. So those are things that people outside our program don't see, that we and our guys really love that. That's part of their culture. Like, we was talking tonight, we wish we had a lock-in because we had a couple of sophomores. We really got to get them. They're going to be really good. Like Jayon Simon, write his name. Write his name down now. Right? And y'all listen, he just turned 15 in the 10th grade. Write his name down now.
Tough.
Woo. So those guys have bought in. As a coach, I just got to find ways to get those guys minutes, productive minutes, so when it's their turn, they're ready to go. They've seen the fire. They've seen the game speed. Like, Jayon played last year against Willie. He had a couple good plays, and then Sam Hines dunked on him. But as a getting that fire, that's going to help him this year because he experienced some of that fire. He's going to get more fire this year. Then guess what? Jamal, all them graduate. Guess who show it is now? Jayon, you the man now. So that's what we try to build, and those guys buy into that.
So some highlights of the kids, man. Coaches, I wish that that I could tell you that some of these kids are available for you to recruit, but most of them aren't. A lot of his kids off the board, but it might be a couple highlights of some kids in here that you might be able to go get. There's some guys that that kid right there, man. Lock, you got to unmute your own mic, big dog. I can't unmute you.
Hey, they better get on Aaron Reddish now.
Yeah.
There go Jalen. Bang, bang.
Tough. 6'6", 6'7". Coach, how big is he?
He about 6'6". Oh, Drake.
Hey, that's going to be locking you up, Bryce.
You see that, Bryce? See that, Bruce?
I'll be waiting for it. I'll be waiting. I'm going to pull up.
Not selfish.
I think Tyler Shirley has been one of my most improved players over the last
absolutely.
year or two.
Definitely most improved.
Yeah.
Tyler put it to work in quarantine. Tyler never missed 2 days during quarantine. Never. See, so what you got to appreciate about Danny Stubbs, if you notice every pass he makes, it's easy for guys to shoot. And that's a guy being unselfish.
That's tough.
But that 0 gonna be a killer. 3 in transition. Most high school coaches get pissed off. We're gonna take them all day.
I didn't know that kid shot the ball that well, Coach, until watching him in Fall League this year.
Hey, might be one of the best shooters in the state.
It comes off his hands so fluid. Like that movement is so fluid, man. Oh. Got a shout out to OST for the coverage. Coming out of Fall League, Coach, and I talked to you after I had a chance to call y'all game. I said, shit, man, if y'all play defense and y'all pass the ball like that, a lot of folks is in trouble.
Yeah, we just it was some things in Fall League we got to tighten up. Hey, Blake got that shot down. Boy, we call him mid-range assassin junior.
Bam.
Bryce, you sure you're going to be able to deal with this? You got to score 15 against these guys. Are you sure, Bryce?
He too little.
Come on. Bang, bang.
My boy.
He too little.
Bryce, I don't know.
He too little.
I don't know, man.
How tall is he? About 5'9"?
Nah, he right at 5'11".
Oh, he giving up 2 inches. He too short.
Bryce, when the last time you been in the weight room?
Hey, we gonna see tomorrow. We're gonna see tomorrow at Osborne. We're gonna see tomorrow. I'll let you know, Wash. Hey, Wash, are we getting in the game free tomorrow against Cumberland Christian?
Hey, why y'all pretend out? Oh, watching.
You see them put you all out there? You see that?
Lee, hey, you get in the same way you always get in. Golly, I hope my AD is looking.
And follow the COVID protocol. Wear your mask, boy.
Wear your mask, yeah.
Stay masked up, man. Look, I stay masked. I got a mask right here with Pro Movement.
Hey, Coach, we definitely appreciate you coming on, man. Like, we appreciate all the great basketball moments. I had a lot of good days, a lot of good Friday afternoons, Friday evenings at Pebblebrook, man, watching y'all play, building that program. Like, I just don't want it to go understated. I know you don't like to brag and boast about it, but, like, not everybody walks into a situation like that and builds something. And it means so much to that community. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with South Cobb, man. It's changing lives. It's saving lives. Every time you send a kid to college, you sending a kid to college that might be the first kid in their family to go, or might not ever even went to school if it wasn't for basketball. So, like, to me, it's a huge deal.
That 2015 class is dear to my heart. I text them at least once a week and multiple times a month. That 2015 class is the class that put us on the map, and that was the first class. So I always pay homage to that class of 2015. Ty Hudson, Derek Obedi, Trey Mitchell, Kevin Murph, Chris Nelson, kid name we call Callie, all those kids that was on that 2015 graduating class. They know I love them, and I'll do anything for that group of kids. When people don't understand, those kids help feed our families. So, we have to make sure that we do our part in supporting those kids now. All of them just about graduated college. I'm proud of them. 3 of them headed overseas to play. So that 2015 class, they ones in the military, I'm very proud of them. Very, very proud of them. And they're the ones that the Mableton community and Six Flags Drive hold the high standards, and they really look up to those guys. And they set the foundation for everybody. So them are dudes right there now. I Colin and Jared sold tickets, but them dudes right there, they laid the foundation so that we have a Jared and a Colin Sexton. So without them guys, people don't know how special Ty Hudson was in high school. Like real talk, Ty Hudson was a killer in high school.
Yeah,
so
smooth.
When we mentioned Pebblebrook, we got to mention Ty Hudson. He's my first guard. He was the first guard I let go. So I'd be disrespectful not to mention Ty Hudson. And when we talk about Pebblebrook basketball, we must mention that 2015 group. The last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna get off here, I'm gonna go see my son is not in bed, so we're gonna be in trouble in the morning. The biggest compliment I ever received about Pebblebrook is when I was at the McDonald's practice when Colin got selected to the McDonald's Classic, and this 6'9" guy walks up to me and he said, "Man, I used to mark Pebblebrook as a win on my calendar every year." And I said, he said, "Man, you just beat my school." And I was like, "It's nice to meet you. I always looked up to you." And it was Sharif. And he was like, "I'm pissed off because we always beat Pebblebrook." So for me, one of the biggest and highest honors was when Sharif recognized and what we've done at Pebblebrook versus, Wheeler. And I really, really appreciate that comment. We had a lot of conversation. He talked about, man, I would have 30 at halftime and I was done. And so, for him to recognize what we're doing and congratulate us, that was big. That was big. That was a big compliment for us. We love
it, man.
Yeah. Hey, real shot. You guys do an excellent job. And I make sure when I'm driving home, I put my phone on and get ready to listen to you clowns. Sunday, I'm listening to you clowns. My wife like, "Who you on the phone with?" I'm like, "No, I'm listening to these clowns right now." One of them gonna say something stupid in a minute.
Set the timer, man. It don't take too long. Somebody gonna give us one.
One of these dudes gonna say something stupid, but no, got what you did for the South Carolina game. I was ready for this year because y'all were gonna do that at the Brook. I'm just telling you now. When this COVID stuff over, y'all owe me one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Definitely. Y'all set the stage. That was something special. I was looking forward for that for a lot of years to come at a lot of locations. Like that was special. Like, I had the band lined up. We was gonna have a marching band. It was gonna be SWAC Central thing. I'm telling you, I had DJ ready, dude. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, we was ready for that because y'all turned that thing out. Y'all had that popping. And I tell Motra, I ain't forgot he was celebrating with his kid.
He was definitely celebrating.
Yeah. I don't usually celebrate like that in front of folks.
Yeah. I was over there celebrating too. Remember that lot?
Who, me?
Dollar was celebrating too.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they was jumping around like I took a mental picture of that. We got that.
Lock that in your. I can't wait, Coach. I can't wait. I can't wait till all of this is over, man. And we definitely appreciate you guys embracing us because we wouldn't be able to do what we do without guys like you letting us get into the gym, giving us access, talking to us, telling us about your teams, stuff like that. So that was amazing. We definitely looking forward to it. We want love of the game to pull up. We want to come and do it. No better place to do it than Pebblebrook, man. So we definitely looking forward to it.
Coach, you gotta have the AC on though.
No, sir. Hey, we sell out of all the drinks. Concession be empty, baby. Hey, that's home court advantage, man.
I got you.
That's home court advantage. You're gonna come in that heat. I'm gonna make sure Mark sweat out that black outfit he have on that night.
The black jogging suit.
Hey,
with them 11s on, them patent leather 11s he wear.
Hey,
sessions, I agree.
absolutely. Thank you, Ms. Williams. We try to have great hospitality.
Everybody, make sure y'all wear your mask. Stay socially distanced. Let's rescue this basketball season. DeKalb County pulled out. We don't want anybody else to pull out. Wear your mask. Stay socially distanced. Be safe in this Thanksgiving holiday, man. Take extra precautions. I ain't gonna tell nobody grown folks what to do, but like we all want basketball to happen. So let's do what we got to do.
Yeah, I told my guys they only have one girlfriend right now.
Everybody got to do their part, coach.
That's the real. That's the real. That's some real shit.
Hey, that's real. Oh, Tori, appreciate that. Hey, your boy had fun. We appreciate that, Tori. Absolutely. Yeah. We had that conversation. Yeah, everybody got to be safe for real. We want to play ball this year. And I'm telling my guys every day, man, listen, go home. Get you one girl this year. And
yeah. Stay solid.
Hope she's doing the right thing.
Hey, man, that's our show. I appreciate y'all rocking. Appreciate y'all locking in with us, man. It's the Love of the Game podcast, man. Good night.
Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate it. Why?